You are listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast, the #1 podcast for gaming and hobby banter. With your hosts, Jacob, Greg, and Muddy.
G'day everyone, Jacob Connor here, Power Stance Gaming. As usual, I've got a couple of beers in me, so bear with me. We've just recorded our special bonus episode where we chatted all things The Last Jedi. So you're going to have to bear with us for the first little bit here. I would like to introduce the man who loved the film, Mr. David Muddyman.
Hey guys, you loved it. I freaking A.
And the man who thought that it was almost as good as Batman vs. Superman.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me?
Mr. Greg Millsop.
No way. No, not even close.
Now, if we want to talk about subtlety and narrative, I've mentioned that before. It's old hat. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
It's the worst bit of the movie.
So, apart from watching Star Wars, what else have you been up to, lads?
Taking notes about Star Wars.
What an exciting 2 weeks you've had.
At least I got it out. You know, they say that's therapeutic. You know, like some people write songs. Or
Catharsis,
poems.
yeah.
Yeah. It was very therapeutic for me.
Yeah, right.
Actually, the funny thing was, each time I was trying to write notes, I try to get it into some sort of semblance of order and whatnot. More shit would just keep... I had to stop. I had to just put it aside and go, you know what, that's enough. Yeah.
I heard Chopin had the same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get halfway through his preludes and, it's just too much. I have to stop.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but it was good.
It's good. Get all that bad mojo out of you.
That's why I bring it to you guys, because you guys, you know, you got your little source books and you're doing your RPGs and everything else, and you know.
Yeah.
You mean Jacob is?
Yes, Greg.
You mean Jacob is? Don't brand me with the same.
Well,
don't tar me with the same brush.
Yeah, it's true. But you like we've been through this discussion before. Like you're right into it. This is one of your.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought I'd bring it to you, just because I wanted to get that info to possibly fill in the gaps, and I guess I was kind of picking at it for things that just didn't make sense because realistically it's not supposed to make sense.
But if this is whetting your appetite, then you need to have a listen to it.
Yeah.
So I think our Patreon backers have got access to it right now.
Yep.
And we'll put it out for the general population in the coming weeks. So if you really want to listen to it now, chuck a couple of bucks our way on Patreon.
I think it's controversial. Yeah. It's a good discussion.
It's definitely a good discussion.
Yeah. Like there was a few points there where I went, okay, I can go with that.
I think we all did that. I think there's a few
And
points.
you guys even kind of bent to some of mine as well. So it was good.
Yeah.
Good bit of good banter.
Definitely good banter. But hey, that's what we're known for.
And a great review.
Yeah, we threw some dice at it.
We definitely threw, yeah.
You know.
Speaking of great banter, and being known for great banter, Mr. Greg Millsop.
Oh, that's the one and only.
How did you travel over the last couple of weeks since we last recorded?
It's been interesting, actually. So we had CanCon. That was the weekend, which was massive, which was unbelievable. Best ever CanCon, I would say.
Apart from the one Muddy was there with us.
Well, didn't I? Wasn't I like? Was I the hottest dude the barmaid picked out?
That's why this was the best CanCon ever.
Yeah, now you mention it.
Yeah.
I got some female attention, so allegedly.
Prior to CanCon, I had bit of a story here, and Jacob, you know kind of what happened. I'm going
to turn my Mario up and eat
Look,
cheesels.
I just get it, guys. I have no idea what they're going to say. I've been hitting them up all week.
This is not CanCon related.
Oh, right. But
it is, but it's not. So we're trying to smash games out to try and get some practice for CanCon, because literally we're all really rusty.
So this is Infinity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I should say that, Infinity. So it's
not all of us were.
No, true. You were asking a game in that last week though, prior to CanCon, and I was trying to oblige, but couldn't make it.
Yeah, I could have tried harder.
So anyway, we're trying to smash games out. So it's a week before CanCon, and the week before that, I teed up a game at Q&K, Queens and Northern Nights. They had an open day on Saturday.
Oh, I know where this is going. I know the story.
Right?
Yeah.
But so it's rewind the clock. It's that Saturday.
This is the first open day Saturday
of the year.
The year.
But we'll just rewind a little bit further to the Friday night.
Right.
And I had a friend's birthday, okay? And it was in the Valley. Now, I was a really good little boy. And I drove in, because I knew if I don't drive in, I'm going to get wasted. And that means Saturday's going to be a write-off. And I really wanted to give this game, a really good shot.
Can I just interrupt you for a second?
Indeed.
Last time we went to the Valley, how did we get there?
Greg drove in.
That's right. And who drove us home after, no sleep and, a bazillion of drinks?
I would have said at least 3 hours sleep.
I think I got carried home by the flash. Because it's just a really quick blur. So I'm almost certain I got carried home by the flash.
I had the same feeling. And I remember getting out of this said Flashmobile and having to stick my hand down my throat in your lovely
fertilizing my
garden
bed.
And then the flash took off again.
You're just a pussy. That's all I can say. You're just a pussy.
That last shot at the... Yeah.
Okay. So, anyway, is that Friday night?
At the wine club.
Yes.
I drove in, had the full intention of not drinking. And
Can
Have
I
you
interrupt
heard this
you
before?
again?
Yeah.
This is every time we go out. You
No, but how you haven't heard
the
the
best intentions.
haven't heard the end of it, right? So anyway, I literally had about 3 beers the whole night, and the things I wanted to get back earlier, so get a good night's kip, and then wake up and boom, play. I should say I was Nathan Barry teed up the game, top bloke. So anyway, this is Friday night. We're watching the cricket, which England won. No surprises there, surprise, surprise. And anyway, we do a bit of a pub crawl.
The Aussies are still drunk from their test win.
Oh, yeah, we won the
No.
Ashes.
No, it's just...
Are they important?
Is that the biggest
Ashes
thing
big?
in cricket
Yeah.
for Australia
Well,
and
it's
England?
funny you said, because some people in the bar who are Australian said the same thing, but the way we seen it was because I was with a bunch of English dudes, and the way we saw it was, well, the World Cup is based on the one-day format,
Oh,
so
right,
therefore
but-
the one-day format's more important than the
But
Ashes.
the World Cup hasn't actually started yet.
The
not
Commonwealth
yet.
Games of Cricket? No, it
Yeah,
hasn't.
but it
yet.
hasn't actually started. So really, this is just a warm-up to it. But
Well,
we smashed you in the Ashes.
and we smashed it in one day, so let's call it even.
But that's
Let's
not
call-
the World Cup yet.
Not yet, but it's
Oh,
basically
right.
it's setting out the stall to say, look, we're better than you.
So you're basically playing as good as you can right now, so that when we actually decide to play, we'll beat you in the World Cup as well.
Oh, that's fighting talk.
Do you know, the one sport I care less about than rugby is cricket.
Yeah, I know, but
Cricket's
he
awesome.
likes it.
That's
It's
what I was
so
going to say.
good.
The exceptional make
It is
is
so
reminding
good.
Greg that we won the Ashes.
Hey,
It is awesome.
Is Mrs. Google on? We should ask her what she thinks of cricket.
So get back to the story, right?
Yep.
So it's Friday night. I've stayed out way longer than what I should have. We go to another pub
So,
because
so far, this is like every story so far. But
okay,
yes,
we go to a
continue.
pub. So for whatever reason, one of the boys called Simon England, who's now listens to this show, or at least he said he would, so calling him out now, Simon England. He challenged me to shouting competition. So now I'm sober at this stage. He's a bit drunk. Now, if you've never had a shouting competition before, great fun. So what do? We go outside the pub because if you have a shouting competition in the pub, it's a surefire way to get kicked out of the pub. Yeah. So we walk about 3 meters away from the front entrance of the pub. So we're reasonable distance. And we have this shouting competition, which I win. I then walk back inside the pub and get tutted at by the bar staff. I get tutted at and I get told, you can't do this around here, mate. You need to go back to your own country.
Fuck, British people are weird. We're going to have a shouting competition.
Who judges this thing?
Yeah,
Well, it's
how do you win a
self-judged.
shouting competition?
It's
so much louder than you.
It's self-judged. It's self-judged, and I won, so I'm pretty proud of that. But I got tutted at by the bar staff. Said can't do that around here, and told to get back to my own country.
Yeah, mate, that's not cricket.
We're all Aussies. All the boys there. Yes, they're originally from England, and yes, I'm from Ireland. But we're all Aussies. I think that's bloody damn racist.
Yeah,
That's just pure form.
It is racist.
So anyway, we left that establishment, went
What
back
did
to
you actually yell out?
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't. You're supposed to yell it, and I can't do it because it's
You yelled
10 o'clock
out
at night. I wake up your kids.
Of all the things.
Yeah, it's what you
decided
do.
to
When you're in
yell out,
Yorkshire, you
you
shout
gotta yell out
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
You do.
See,
Yeah.
if you
and
had
it's got
to
a
yell
song.
out
There's a song as well you can do as well. Which,
Fortitude Valley, maybe they would have gone,
yeah, it was saying the cop's going to pick you up. I'm like, what for? Shouting at one another? We're not.
should have
a
shouted
bit
out
of fun.
cocaine. Just really loudly.
So what happened
One
was
of two things would have happened.
because I stayed
Both
out.
are good.
Because I stayed out late having the shouting competition, winning that, of course. Simon, if you're listening, tough luck, buddy. I didn't get back to 1 o'clock. So what happened was that basically it's a knock-on effect. So
How long did this shouting competition go for?
the shouting competition only lasted about 3 or 4 minutes. Salmon was particularly poor. So anyway, I got back at 1 o'clock. So I'm wake up the next day at 5. So I'm wrecked, right? And then I'm playing Nathan at just after lunchtime. So I'm right, okay, so I'm getting my gear ready and all sorts of stuff. Get it all ready, got the terrain ready to go, just in case Q&K doesn't have any. Anyway, time comes, 1:30, right, jump in the car, fly up the motorway, get to Q&K, really excited because we've been planning this for so long. Get my terrain, get it all sorted, go and get my miniatures. Forgot my miniatures. Far out, man. That's a 30-minute drive back to, from Caboolture back to Bald Hills. So I'm like, that's an hour round trip just to go and get my gear. Like, far out. I'm so annoyed because I really want to play in Q&K because of the club and blah, blah, blah.
Did you practice your yelling a bit more at this point?
I screamed and shouted a little bit at myself.
You yell, Yorkshire!
In the car
The problem
park.
is you yell at Yorkshire and then Ken will come out.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Yorkshire!
What?
Yeah.
Want to play some King's War?
Yeah. So anyway, fortunate enough, Nathan came up with a solid plan. Go back to his house, which is in between the two joints, and we'll play at his place, which means it's half the travel time. So like, awesome. So we did that, and we played, which was cool.
So you did get a game.
So we got a game at his house.
Yep.
So, and that was my CanCon practice, which didn't turn out to be the best practice because of all the shenanigans the night before, tiredness, blah blah blah.
Did you smash him with your filthy list?
I won. Yes.
That's a yes.
I won. But Nathan's learning, and it wasn't maybe necessarily the best learning list to have taken.
There's the PC bit.
Yeah. It was because you learned to bring lube. Like, so, yeah, there we go.
So Nathan, thanks for the game.
This up. All right, I'm ready for you.
Yep.
So Nathan, if you're listening, thanks for the game. Sorry about the screw around on the Saturday. So and then we had CanCon. So that's what I've been up to.
He helps you out, and you smash him. Fucking last time I invite you over.
That's fucking northern hospitality for you.
Yeah. Yorkshire.
I can't. I did say to him, it's practice for CanCon. I'm practicing my tough list.
But we'll talk about CanCon in a second, but we need to get to the news straight away.
What about you? What have you been up to in the past 2 weeks?
Oh, fuck all. I went back to work. I've been sleeping at my desk again.
No games? No painting?
Next to the printer.
No, I don't have the printer anymore.
Yeah, got him.
That's what I have. I get tired because I have to walk all the way to the printer.
Oh, yeah, and your car space is further back now, too.
It is.
Isn't
I'm going to walk across the quad. What's this shit?
You got him.
No, in all seriousness, I'm loving my new role. It's fantastic. I have people that have to do what I say, and I love it. So,
You finished your Joker prior to CanCon, your HVT.
oh yeah. So I was going to bring it up in CanCon, but may as well talk about it now. Yeah. So the only model I completed between the last cast and now, because I did go back to work and I actually do some work, was my HVT, my high value target for my Joker army. And that was, Harley Quinn sitting on a box of Grade F artichokes.
It looks awesome. It looks really good.
Have you seen them? I'll whip it out and show you later.
Yeah, I bet you
Oh, will you? You whip it out and show him later, will you?
I'm
Yeah.
sure you will.
It
And the
might
artichokes.
intimidate him, but I'll do it.
And I think we've got a competition running too.
We do. Remember, and it's up on Facebook now. No excuses if you haven't seen it. If you want to win the Joker army, well, it's not there now, but it will be by the time this goes up. You need to send us a funny photo on the thread, on our page, post a photo in there, a funny photo of you and an artichoke, and that is open for interpretation.
And you know what? We actually had a discussion over the weekend about this. And you know what? Because we're saying, what do you do? We don't even know what to do an artichoke. Like, you got no idea how to cook them. How to cook an artichoke is not to what to do with them.
Yeah.
We had no idea. Like, say I'd ask his brother, who's a top chef,
Yep.
what to do with it.
Yeah, I sent Kyle a text, and he reckons pickle a la grec, and then roasted is the best way to do it.
So we came up with an idea on the way to the airport and said, you know what? You don't even buy a bloody artichoke. Just take one and picture in Woolies. Although it's got to be funny. So you got to think of a funny way to do it in Woolies. And then put it back to where you found it and give it a rub or whatever. And make sure it's not, has got your greasy fingerprints on
What
it.
do you mean? Everyone just walks up and squeezes
Well,
everything.
DT's already described his photo, and it's
not good.
it's probably going to get our page shut down.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Nice.
Yeah.
DT.
Yeah.
It involved
Tip-
an apple corer, and
Yeah.
anyway,
DT.
A really small apple core.
I think he said melon baller actually. I've not done anything, but I'll post her up on Workbench Wednesday.
Nice
which
one.
I haven't done yet. I should do that.
Free army, free rules. Infinity.
Yeah,
You're winning.
Why are you
stopping
not?
Yeah, and a beautifully painted army.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been cracking out the Photoshop. I was going to do a sample one, but it went to dark places.
Oh.
So,
That's
you ever seen that photo of Mussolini hanging upside down after the Allies come through? Never mind.
No. What sites he go to?
No idea.
Yeah. Should we do news? I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's get into the news.
All right, Muddy, get your glow sticks out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, folks. Well, it's been a bit of a quiet 2 weeks, to be honest.
It's been quiet because you've been CanCon.
No, but in general, the 2
I
weeks.
only got my vision back 2 days ago. So.
Yeah.
It's been the news. My news feed has been fairly quiet, shall we say? The big
Okay.
names have been slow, except one big name, and that's G-Dub, man. They've pumped out some seriously.
Zench.
Yep.
Holy Jesus. If I was going to do a demon army, it would be Zench.
Well, I thought it'd be Nurgle.
No, I hate it.
That's just nasty. You're just throwing mud tonight.
Yeah.
He's just judging off the CanCon babes.
Yeah, you bastard.
I would actually say, well, they brought out a new Necron character, which you.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, there
No.
you go. Get on with it.
Dynasties, bro. Come on.
Yep.
Oh.
The Chosen Axes, which is the Farslayer's warband for Shadespire.
Yeah, I've tentatively got the blood. What are they? The orcs?
Oh yeah.
Ordered.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the. I'm just going to do it all through Mimic Games. When the Orlocks come out.
Yep.
But
Yeah, what's going on there?
that'll come up in the news, I'm sure.
It is?
But yeah, now I've seen the dwarves, and I've never liked dwarf models, but these ones,
They're pretty cool.
fucking
Stunning.
mint. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they're like
Right.
the Slayers, but like doing crazy axe stuff.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh.
So with Orlocks, I don't nothing on them. My newsfeed, nothing came through.
Well,
Oh, so this
you
week-
got to have the fucking hookup, obviously. Then, don't
Yeah. You got
You're the news guy.
You got a red phone to G-Dub, have you? The bat phone.
No, I have to shout out for Daniel Viswan Cade for this little tidbit. Okay, pre-order on the 10th and released on the 17th.
Oh, there
10th
you
of
go.
Feb.
Yep.
You got
Wow.
the? Can you see the minis?
Yeah,
They've already
Yeah.
been released.
I'll put this little
They've shown them already.
tidbit up on the
But that's
Facebook page.
ages. That like they were first talked about 4 months ago,
Yeah.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, we thought they were going to drop ages
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, before Christmas.
Yeah.
So my French isn't great, but I'm fairly certain. Yeah, 10th and 17th.
Yeah, cool. There you go. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
That's okay. So yeah, when they're up for pre-order, I'm going to hit up Mimic Games, obviously, our local G-Dub crack dealer, Big Mike. Thank you very much. And I'm tossing up because I'm going to get a box for Shadespire. I'm definitely getting one,
Yeah.
but it's going to be flip a coin between the orcs and the dwarves, I think.
Ooh. Or both.
Because this, after all, just one gang. It's
Yeah.
all you get.
You've worked
That's
hard.
it.
You've
And
worked
you
hard.
need two to compete, and then you need the box. And now they do 3D terrain. Seen some good stuff from Angry Ants, Angry Artists. were they?
Yeah, I know that. Were they the ones where it's kind of like the pillars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the hexes.
Yeah.
So
Have not seen that.
shout out to them. We'll post some photos of
If
the stuff
that's the
up on the
correct
vlog.
name.
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah. Anyway,
The big one, though, for me, is the Adaptus Custodes. Have you seen their stuff?
yeah.
Have you seen it?
Uh,
No, you're looking at me blank-faced.
It's
It
the
is
40k. I'm
on, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's the golden dudes based on Earth. And yes, it was gonna come eventually, but I have to say it's great. It's also a bit of a shout back to, I should say not a shout, a hark back to the Rogue Trader era, because we got these guys on jet bikes. And back in the Rogue Trader days,
wow.
Space Marines used to have jet bikes before they poo-pooed it. So I quite like that idea, sort of going back to their origins to a certain extent. But I love, I gotta say, the minis are awesome.
It's a lot of gold, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a bit. Yeah. I must admit, it's a bit. I wouldn't say flat's not the wrong word. not boring.
I'm not. Is this them as?
I would like to see alternative color schemes rather than just
Yes.
gold. Yeah, that's them.
I don't like the helmets though.
Do you not? I love
No,
them with
the
the big
face
red.
mask.
You got to explain to viewers because you're saying.
Oh,
you like
sorry.
the-
I'm looking at the custodian wardens. I'm not liking the helm. so
and what do you not like about them? What do they look like?
It's very.
They got a red plume coming out of their. They got a
I'll
headdress.
let you describe it.
They got a
I'll let you
headdress.
describe it. But I'm,
Oops, coming out of their thing, and then I guess they got like a mask. They got the eagle spread over their face.
you
Haven't
can
they?
put a picture up on the
Yeah.
on the link it. But yeah, I'm
I
not
love them.
sold on that.
I think they're wicked, man. I really like them.
The
So anyway,
concept
they've
of
got
the
a-
miniature I like. It's
they got
just
a
the
codex
face on
side.
it. Yep.
They got the jet bikes. They've got a captain.
So are these like the Praetorians in Star
Yeah.
Wars?
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
that.
they guard the
Oh.
gold.
They're better than Space Marines. Is a
But-
fluff, isn't it?
I think the Praetorians in Star Wars are 50 times better.
Yeah,
than
I'd
that.
agree. Yeah,
Well, they don't have Cortosis armor, these ones. So they've only got plain old power armor.
but you know what? Paint their armor red. Oh,
All you need is
pretty
the
close to it.
Shikami from Infinity. Get their heads on the Custodes bodies.
Yep.
There we're talking.
Except be such a tiny little head
That'd
and
be
such a
tiny,
big, massive
yeah.
body. Yeah.
Well, alright. You come up with that idea.
We've also got the Dark Elves, the old, in inverted commas, Dark Elves coming out for Age of Sigmar,
Yep.
which there's not much information on that at the moment, but it's being released.
My interest of Age of Sigmar has been piqued, though.
I was going to say this because how many?
Post CanCon.
How
We'll
many?
talk in the CanCon.
How
Yeah,
many?
wrap.
That's
Save
to
it.
come. That's to come yet. That's just, that's later. We also have Mantic, Clash of Kings, now available.
Yeah, I read some interesting stuff that the digital thing's not going to happen.
Oh, right. So
Yeah,
no PDF,
so
just hard.
I'm going to give them a big boo-hoo because I like all my rule books digital, so I can carry them around on the pad. And if that's the case, because they've always done all the others digital, I'll be a little bit sad actually. So I'm because I would have purchased it already, but I'm waiting to see if they are. But the rumblings on Facebook is that they're not going to do it.
Mm.
So a little disappointed with that one.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they're
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah,
digital edition.
I'm just going off rumblings on Facebook. I don't think anything's official has come out about it, but if that's the case, if that is officially what's going to happen, I'm a little disappointed.
Okay, next we have, now, I didn't, this missed the news last time, which is a bit unfortunate, but bring up this time. Don't have a lot of details on it, but WizKids announced the first G-Dub game, which has, Ultramarines on the cover.
Another dice game.
Yeah,
Is it?
dice game.
Yeah.
But we don't have any details other than the picture of the front cover. Haven't seen any details, have you?
So it's not Dice Masters.
No, it's WizKids. Oh, no, remember you sent the image to us?
Yeah.
That's
Dice
Dice
Masters.
Masters.
Yeah, it
We
is
talked
Dice
about
Masters.
that.
Yeah. It's a dice game.
Yeah.
We're talking about the
talked
same
about
thing,
that.
aren't we?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about it.
No, they.
we
spoke
guessed
about, we spoke about them doing
right.
a game.
prior to Christmas.
Right,
We're like,
yes.
oh, WizKids are hooking up with G-Dub.
I
Oh, it's
think-
going to be dice
And
game.
then I said they'll probably just do Dice Masters.
Exactly
and
right.
Space
And
Marines.
then you messaged us to say, oh,
Hey, yeah, they're doing
And
Dice Masters.
I think we all agree that it's a good. It's not for us, but it'll be a good move to get younger peeps into the store to get into the IP.
get the crack.
yeah, I don't know whether it's a good move. I'm
No,
starting to see the importance of, and it's something I think Corvus do really well.
Phew, don't they?
Corvus protect their brand so well.
Yeah, I've no idea what you're going to talk about, but they do it so well.
Yeah, you fucking fanboy slut.
They are awesome.
Corvus protect their IP really well, so there's no way Corvus would license WizKids to make Dice Masters. And I think this is something we've seen with GW in the past, is that they've had inferior products come out, especially digital products come out, because they've just basically given their IP to anyone that's willing to produce a game for them.
yeah,
So this move, and the big thing that blows my mind is Fantasy Flight hitting their fucking stride. Miniatures, RPGs,
Unbelievable.
games.
Never
And
understood
Great
that.
just
name.
go-
A great name.
Nah, we're not working with Fantasy Flight anymore. We're going to go WizKids. And what do? They bring out Dice Masters, which is literally putting Space Marine pictures on dice. So whether it's a good game and it gets players in or not, I don't know. But I think as a brand, it's a damaging move.
Yep, they missed the point.
We've never understood how that fell apart.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, everything comes down to that.
I said that with my mic off. Money is everything, I'm guessing.
Cool. All right, what else we got? We got some Raging Heroes. Now, I know this is probably a bit of sort of left field, but I did see it on. I think it was.
Yeah, I just had a look at those.
Beast
They
4?
actually look pretty good.
You've seen these? It's
Yeah.
Mike's got them.
Mike's got the
Yeah.
toughest girls in the galaxy. Yeah.
Toughest Girl of the Galaxy. And man, I've seen Mike's stuff, but and they're awesome. The stuff that these guys are producing, like really cool, really like aesthetically just looks awesome. I'd love to, get a set and paint out. I have no idea what I'd do with it, but they just look great. Also, we have on Kickstarter, because it's always worth giving our Kickstarter bros a shout,
Yeah, just in case we want Kickstarter to ever do anything for us. That's
just in case.
keep that door open.
Absolutely. Rambo, the board game. And when I saw the game, Muddy, I thought of you. The dude's there with the muscles out, Rambo style with the
They've got a big knife.
You got a big knife.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a big gun.
Does he have the?
Yeah,
He's got the.
big muscles.
Oh, that's me. I love it.
Is it him holding the M60? Is that
Yep.
the shot they've got?
Yeah, with
Oh,
Truman,
yeah.
with Truman, Colonel Truman in the
Yeah.
background.
Has he got a bandana?
He's got a
Yes.
bandana.
Yeah.
Rambo the board game. Are you
I've
interested?
not seen it. I can
you gonna-
picture the
No, I
shot.
just want to
Are
be
you gonna,
Rambo.
are you going to back it?
I just want to be Rambo. Who never?
So
seriously?
is the board game about a broken veteran hiding in the forest, mercilessly persecuted by small town sheriffs?
That's what you do in the game.
Because
Hide in
like
the bushes.
if
Well, he
that's
plays Spectre. He's got his elite team, and they just hide in the bushes.
No, that
'Cause,
old
yeah,
chest's
that's-
not. Give it up, would you?
the only good Rambo movie is Rambo not being Rambo.
Yeah.
The Rambo is where Rambo is Rambo. They're all the shit
It's
ones.
Sylvester Stallone making a ton of cash.
Yeah.
He kills heaps of people.
He does.
Yeah.
He blows
All
everything
Ruskies.
up. Yeah,
Ruskies.
There's no faults in that movie at all.
No.
See, this is what I'm worried about Alien.
No way, man.
Because Alien was such a good film.
You know
if
what?
If
No.
if Alien is to Aliens as Rambo
No,
is to
no,
First Blood,
It's not.
Oh.
It's the complete opposite of Rambo, actually.
You know what?
The first 5 minutes, at the start, you get the feeling, oh, yeah, we got big guns.
No, don't spoil it for him. Don't
And
spoil
then
it.
it's not.
But you know what? There's something I want to do for Alpha Bravo Charlie, right? And I had this great clip I want to show you. And you know what? I can't show it to you because it's bloody aliens and you haven't friggin' seen it. So I can't go,
know.
oh, here you go.
I know what I want for my 40th.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
I know, I didn't want to blow you.
it's his.
We're gonna make
Mum
it.
and Dad are listening.
It's his 40th. Come on, take
Okay,
one
you
for
do
the
it.
team.
We're going to make him watch Aliens while playing Kings of War.
That's a great idea. Oh, yes. Boom. In fact, for the podcast.
Yeah.
Could we not go Fire M60s or something? Wouldn't that be much more fun?
Nah. We'll make you watch Aliens.
Yeah, that's a sick idea.
Yep.
And then World Wrestling Federation.
Oh,
Bit of Hulk
yeah.
Hogan.
That's
Nah.
it. Because he'll hate it.
Ultimate Warrior.
I will watch Alien. I will play Kings of War. I will neck myself if I have to watch wrestling.
That's it.
honestly.
Oh yeah, we've got to do
We'll
it.
do
We've got to do it. Just so listeners, I was Hulk Hogan ripping my singlet open, which was already half ripped.
And every time
That's what he did.
every time he lies down, he'll have a little nap. We'll jump off the rope.
Power slam.
John Cena.
Turns out I
Love it.
can't put the deposit on that place, by the way.
That's all right.
So we'll get a
We'll
room.
hotel in the
Yeah,
city.
we'll get there's plenty of units. It's a Gold Coast. I'm sure we'll find a
drive
unit.
in anyway. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Just crash here. Let's take over his house.
All right. Any more actual news or?
That's it from me. From news, like I said, it was a bit of a slow couple of weeks. Only
I got-
G'd up,
I got one.
punching them out. Oh, hang on.
I've
I've got the Bostria seminar, but I'm going to leave that to the Bostria is the PR
Carlos.
dude for
The what?
Bostria is his
Carlos.
handle is
From
username.
CB.
Yeah, he's from Corvus Belli. So we'll get into
You know, every
that.
time you're talking about Carlos, that's Austria.
Bostria. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll leave that to the CanCon review. What do you got, money?
I got secret squirrel stuff.
Ooh, okay.
So a little package arrives at my door,
Bet it was little.
and it's
Might be a
actually
little bit of still vibrating.
It is actually, but it's quite useful. So the mystery game that we're going to do a review, and I'm going to take over, has arrived, and I've already painted a bunch of it.
What is it?
Well, that's
Well, that's
the
not
big
news.
surprise.
That's not news. That's just annoying.
I'm just letting everybody know that officially
Did
I'll
you
be taking
buy-
over soon.
The game that's organising the sex toys in the drawer. Is that what you've done?
No, it does have ponies in it though.
Oh, get stuffed. As if you would never do that. You can't do that. That's not...
All Lil's glitter is in the drawer there, by the way, on the way out.
Where Greg left it last time?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Listeners, listen to this segment for factual information. All you've given them is nothing.
No, they know.
They've got no
They
idea.
know.
Yeah. And
They can tell.
stop taking your beer out of that stubby holder suggestively.
Greg has got a point. If you contribute nothing to the news section, the listeners are going to be annoyed.
They can tell by my excited voice that this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And this is the live play?
Yeah, yes! Actually, no, I've got to learn the rules, so I better not do a live play.
That's not going to happen.
I don't know how this bit works.
It's never going to happen.
Jacob, read the rule book.
I just get this rule book's like a CIA document with all the redacted shit in it. There's the black lines through all the nouns.
That'll work.
Something casts magic, friendship, something. It's too hard.
You'll be
No idea
right.
what you're talking about.
You'll be right.
Okay, any more news from you, Jacob?
I'm sure I had some, but no, I'm gone.
Okay. All right. Let's get into CanCon.
Bam.
Time for the Power Stance Gaming CanCon Wrap Up.
It's CanCon.
CanCon. Talk to me about CanCon, Greg.
No, Muddy, you ask the questions, bro.
All right.
Because otherwise you're going to say nothing for
Okay,
the
okay,
next 2 hours.
I don't remember.
What happened? So you've told us that you got some practice in. You took your minis down. Obviously, both playing Infinity.
Infinity.
All right.
Yes. The game they play in heaven.
The game they play. Oh, I thought that was Rigby. EB.
If they play Infinity Heaven, I'm just fucking. I'm out.
Is Tohar
out.
in heaven?
They better not be.
God will say, "Welcome, Jacob. There's your joker."
No, you know what will
is
happen?
your
I'll go to hell and be like, "Yo, bitch, I'm Lucifer. Come roll some dice."
Yep.
You're playing Tohar, and that's my ironic punishment forever. Skin my dick for eternity.
No, that's pretty bad. Getting your dick skinned. Oh, now you made me swear.
Again, there's a good chance. There's a chance. I shouldn't say good. There's a good chance. There's a chance that my mum could be
All
like,
right, so we'll
Sorry.
do an edit.
We'll
do an
edit that.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
All right.
fine.
Fuck shit, cut. Fuck shit, fuck.
okay.
All right, that's my Tourette's edit. All right. So you get down there. What's the first thing you guys do? Let's go through the whole process.
We got in at 10 o'clock.
No, hang
Right.
on. The first thing we did went to the pub.
Yeah.
All right, Tiger Airways.
No, Qantas.
Oh, you went Qantas.
Yeah.
But you had drinks at the Tiger Airways part of the.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you
First, we got some burgers from Carl's Jr. and
Oh,
that was
so
fucking awesome.
good.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So good.
I'm seriously, and this is not a joke, considering driving out to the airport,
just to get a burger.
parking in the short-term parking.
Yeah.
You got 60 minutes, get a burger, and come back out. I am not even
You
joking.
know what? You can actually park in the free bit, the pickup joint.
Yeah,
which is
that's what I'm
30,
doing, yeah.
30 minutes.
Nah, 60.
What?
It's
And you
60?
put
Yeah.
a little sign at the front of your car saying "Gonna get a burger."
Yeah.
back in 15.
It was worth it though. This burger.
Yeah.
Get frisk. Hopefully,
Awesome.
the frisking bit takes, doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
Run upstairs,
You don't get the gloves.
sweating profusely.
All right.
I'll have
I was sweating
a
afterwards.
burger, please.
Yeah, jalapeno thick burger. Oh,
Oh,
my
so
goodness.
good.
All right. So far you haven't even got there, and you're having a good time.
Yeah.
You had
It
burgers,
was awesome.
beers, and
Yep.
you're hopping on. What'd you go with? Qantas.
Qantas, yep.
Yep.
Just the flight was a bit cold on the way down. That's the only thing I would criticise.
Rating of the hostesses. How many dice?
I was reading my book. I didn't notice.
I was working. You look at me blank face.
this is
It's just a
pathetic.
non-starter.
This is
I was
pathetic.
cold. I was actually so really close to asking for a blanket. The chick in front of me got a blanket. I'm like, ooh, I think we're landing soon. Otherwise, I'm getting a blanket. And sure enough, about 2 minutes later,
Irishman complaining that it's
landing.
cold.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
freezing. It was like a fridge.
It was awesome. I had the fan blowing right on me.
No
Yeah.
way! I turned all the fans
Drinking
off
a
in my
beer,
area.
reading my book. It was just the best flight.
All right. So no hostesses talk. Okay. Cool. So you land. Now, did you guys stay near the event or did you crash in the city?
We went in the city.
Yeah, that's the better
Yeah.
choice.
Unit in the city was an awesome idea.
Apartment.
3-bedroom
It was
unit.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're all in the same.
Mhm.
Yep.
So shout out to Clayton,
Yeah, I was going to say, who's in your room?
JT.
JT.
Oh, no one's in his friggin' room.
Oh.
He's got the place.
Yeah, I got the master suite to myself.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you guys are bunk beds, buddies?
No,
No?
singles.
Two singles next
So-
to each other?
Picked the lesser of the evils and went with Chadmeister.
Yep.
Instead of
Okay.
JT,
Yeah.
and
Because
that's a story in itself.
Oh.
Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, is it? You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
All right, so you get to the hotel, everything's cool.
Yep.
I'm assuming then you've gone out to wet the throat a bit.
Well,
Yeah, and hey, shout out to JT who stayed sober on Friday night to drive the hire car out to the airport and pick us up.
because there's no hell way we would have.
Nah,
There's no chance we would have.
he is
done
a
that.
bigger man than either myself or Greg. Because we would have been at Moosey's
Yep.
when happy hour started.
Oh, was he going full tournament?
No, not quite. He was just a nice guy.
Yeah, he's
Alright.
just top
legend.
Yeah. Okay. So you had to. Where did you go for the?
Mooseheads.
You went
Straight to
Moosehead. Oh my god.
It was an 8-minute walk that may have been planned.
Oh my. Okay.
Where else are you going to go?
Exactly
I
right.
actually don't know.
We don't
We
even
don't
know.
know.
We don't even know where
We're
else
such
to go.
fucking tourists in Canberra.
Yeah.
We get
So,
there like,
listeners, if there's anywhere better than Mooseheads, which I doubt, then please let us know.
we did go somewhere else, but that's another story too. Yeah.
Well, please elaborate. Let's
No,
get
not
the
on
whole.
Friday. Friday night went to Mooseheads. We did
Yep.
a round each. And when
Saw Baker.
we saw Beaker from the Muppets wearing fishnets
What?
and heels.
Dead set Baker, man.
Yeah, you Beaker, the dude from the Muppets. It's
Ginger
like-
hair.
the assistant,
Tall,
the
beanpole,
scientist.
very straight.
With the straight.
Yep.
The scientist hair.
Yep, it was
Yeah.
dead set Baker.
Right.
Just
But one
imagine him
fishnets.
in fishnets and high heels.
8-inch
Yeah.
high heels.
I didn't count the inches, but he obviously did.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to miss, to be honest, Jacob. But anyway.
Well, I was looking up the stairs. We got a great spot downstairs. Just a table in front of the stairs.
Oh my god! So you're like watching? Yeah. Okay. This is going to be like this, is it?
Man, this is classic CanCon. This is class. You know what it's like.
Well,
you know
two
what
are
we do. You
giggling
know how we
like-
roll.
Yeah, giggling your ass as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So who had drink with you that evening?
Just the four
Just
of us.
JT and Chattels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
No one
just the
else
four of us.
just popped in and you just bumped into people?
No, it's just the four of us.
Oh,
No, it was only
okay.
quick. We were only out for an hour or so.
All right. So yeah, it was a pretty quick
Yeah.
get
Hour and a half.
a
So,
slice of pizza.
A couple of shots each.
no, that was such a good idea, though. That's a great idea. That's what we should have done.
Did you get a slice of pizza on the
No.
way out?
No.
Oh, how'd you sleep?
I had two
I
dinners.
didn't.
There you go.
I was so screwed the next morning.
Like a light. I lay down, stretched out. There was no kids. There was no noise. Apart from Chad snoring. And I was just
You could don't.
out.
Your bedroom
Wait up.
was like
You could hear Chad
no,
snoring.
he
so
could not. He was miles away.
No.
Like literally, it was the length of this house. That's
I
how
heard
far
him
his
bitching
bedroom
about
was away.
Chad snoring there.
Did you keep him up with your
No, I
with
was,
your
I was,
life
I was, I
stories?
was really good this year.
Your dad's
I was,
stories?
I was really good.
No,
Yeah, I was really good.
I'm sure he appreciated
yeah,
that too.
no, I was a nice guy.
All right, so it sounds like you go into Saturday
Yeah, Saturday.
feeling quite pretty fresh, pretty
Freshish,
good to go?
yeah,
Yeah.
fresh
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Other than
Bit nervous.
Chad's,
Snoring,
That's
yeah.
a tournament, right? You're always
Yeah.
a little bit nervous. Pretty busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was
Good
was
turnout.
easily
Oh,
the biggest
unbelievable.
crowd I've seen there.
Well,
Oh, right.
they'd expanded. Okay, so
But they
previous
opened
years,
up another hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
previous years
Oh.
they had the both halls that we were in
Yeah.
and the middle bit and all that sort
And that
of crap.
little walk. Yeah.
Yep, and I would have said last year it was too packed. Like it was, if you went for you want the toilet,
Yep.
it was like you had to wrestle people to get there. It was like really really busy. And I would say this year they had a bit more elbow room when you walk around the joint. Like I didn't notice it anywhere near as busy. But that's because they had a third hall. As you come out, it's hard to explain, but basically the back of the two main halls is
Yep.
another hall, probably 5-minute walk.
I was
Yeah.
going to say,
Oh,
so
yeah?
it didn't have an internal walkway. This is a
No,
completely
yeah, no.
separate
External,
entity.
yeah.
So what?
Yep.
Okay, so what did they have in that?
So in the other hall, which
Yeah.
was probably the size of one of the main halls, it was pretty big. They had 40k, Kings of War, and the Bicep as well.
All right.
Yeah,
So it was worth the walk down there.
yeah.
I thought they might have.
And
When
food
you-
trucks, they had food trucks in between.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which was
yeah,
really
yeah,
good. Like,
Yeah.
That I'm almost like I want to send a note to them to say
More
that's the
food trucks.
best thing ever. Because
Yeah.
that was just you got a bit of sun, got something decent, like something really nice to eat.
yeah.
I was going to say that I think last time we were there, I had to tip my hat to them that there was a lot of healthier choices that you could eat as well. It wasn't just
Chips.
pies, chips, whatever. There was like a lot of. I'm not big on salad, but there was a lot of rolls, chicken rolls, and all
Well,
that.
yeah.
They had
Tons
curry,
of
they had
water,
curries and
obviously.
stuff, and Asian food, and
Oh,
yeah,
To be fair, on the Saturday, I had such a big breakfast. We went to an awesome cafe,
yeah, that was sick.
and just got a
What is this
massive
before?
feed.
Yeah.
What time did the event kick off?
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
went to this cafe about 7:30.
Yeah,
Yep.
about that.
Yep.
Had a big old plate of
So round one.
Canadian
They had
pancakes.
freaking pancakes!
Oh my goodness, so good.
With bacon and maple syrup.
And Greg's like, "You're not gonna have fucking maple syrup on your bacon, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
It was
best.
like, yeah, it was
It's
overkill.
salty and sweet.
Yeah,
I
oh, my
would've just
goodness,
Smashed avocado man myself.
Fucking smashed avo.
Yeah, smashed avocado.
What a hipster
Yeah,
douche.
with egg. Beautiful poached egg.
I would have took a burger.
Yep. Don't do it. They don't do burgers first thing in the morning at 7:30.
Well, they would if I was there. All right, so you've had a big breakfast.
Yep.
You're feeling fresh. You hit the tournament. There's heaps of people everywhere.
Yep.
Your rounds about to had to work out the tables. Was how many people?
It
How many
was
people are in Infinity?
70 for Infinity.
That is awesome. So that's one of the largest. Would that be the largest
biggest
Infinity
Australian
event?
so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily, yeah.
And we even got more than the Las Vegas Open that was played the same weekend.
All right.
I have to say, massive shout out to Colin and Tim because
Yep.
they did a stellar effort the whole weekend.
The
Absolute
two
stellar.
tiers, yeah.
So the first thing I know I do, I'm not a big tournament player, but the first thing I like to do is walk around the tables, checking out the scenery and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So what was it like?
Keeping in mind the amount of terrain Infinity
Oh, for
requires,
sure. Yeah,
And a lot of it was brought in from like people from
People's
Sydney and Melbourne.
collections.
Exactly.
I would
Yeah.
say there was probably only 2 tables I wouldn't want to play on.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the rest of them were, for the most part, top notch. And there was some exquisite stuff there, man. The miniature scenery table in particular. Did you see that? The one they built in
No,
3 hours?
I'll be honest, I was looking.
So it's like all their old desert buildings, but they're redoing, and shout out to miniature scenery.
Yeah.
Like they're redoing all their desert buildings, and they've done like all minarets and widgets and stuff to put
Yeah.
on. They look fantastic.
It's knockout. There's
Yeah.
no other word. It is. And look,
Show you some photos later, but
people we spoke to couldn't Infinity were like, it looks the business. Looks top notch.
That's
Looks stellar.
Because you've flown a long way.
Mm.
You spent a lot of coin. You're spending the weekend away from parents, family, etc.
yeah, all bonuses. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, that's right.
I know they're all bonuses.
We're trying
but-
to send money.
but you are making an investment here to turn up and to see. Am I allowed to bring it up?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah! The ninth tables,
Oh, but there's a reason for that. There's also a reason for that.
but you're spending a lot of money in coin.
There's not.
To come,
As far as I'm concerned, at the national premier event, there is not a reason for
yeah,
it.
I have to agree.
The dude dropped out a week before with all terrain.
Well, then you've got to hit the
Then you've got
community
problems before that week,
Yeah.
haven't you?
I don't disagree. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I'm not. Okay,
You know, there was
so
a reason for
There's
it.
a reason for it. There's, of course, but if you're spending that much money to fly down, you obviously, whether it's right or wrong, it's happened. You're going to walk
But
away a
look,
little bit
I'm not,
disappointed.
I'm not
when you're
bagging.
seeing the other tournaments.
I get it, but to a certain extent, that's almost where Ninth's being pushed. Is that whole? It's now become a chess game, like the preset tables. That's very ETC. The whole point of, well, you know what? It's a terrain effect. It just applies these rules. I know where you're going. It's more an aesthetics thing. I get that, but I understand where they're also coming from. That the way some players could view that as a bonus and not as a negative. I personally think it's a negative, but some players see it as a bonus.
All right,
Do you know
so-
the worst thing though is like going, okay, Ninth is directly competing with Kings and Age of Sigmar.
Mm.
And it was the fucking ugly red-headed stepchild.
Mm.
That's my point. There's nothing to drive me to want to go. When I saw that online from home, I just went, "What?"
If you're looking at the
and then I
market,
quickly looked at the Kings tables. Now you brought up the Kings where they have maps as well.
Mm.
That's they're very that way inclined as well, especially for tournaments. Their tables looked amazing.
Mm.
Age of Sigmar, and
And I bet theirs was kick-ass too,
but
right?
more than that,
Yep.
not a single 104 players. Age
All
of Sigmar,
painted?
100% painted.
Yeah, that's
and how many miniatures would you say per army? I would say
50 to 60?
I was going to say, sort of 50, 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
And monsters, big
Yeah,
big
well,
Gribblies.
it's G-Dub.
Every army
Yeah.
had a big Gribbly.
it's G-Dub.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
No, what I'm saying is all painted,
Yeah.
and all to the best of the ability of the person,
Yeah.
pushing it around.
So Anyway, I'll get back. We'll get back to you guys, but like
Yeah, we'll
just
talk
bringing
about
up,
the other
just
games
because
soon,
I wanted to talk about the tables and the scenery, because that's one thing that gets me excited about seeing games being played. And
Certainly,
last time we did the CanCon, I saw the Infinity tables then, and they were good.
they're better this year.
Yeah,
Better
well, it
this year.
sounds like it too. I think when you're taking, I know that with the Kings, I think they were grabbing people's home, their terrain. I think that generally makes it better because you can actually say, well, here's one of my tables from home. We used to do the same. So anyway, hat off to them.
Prizes for best terrain.
Yeah, and it's incentive to actually put a bit of effort in. So yeah, hat off to them for that. All right, so tables are looking pretty good. Greg Star, how'd you go, buddy?
Okay, so
Who'd you
first
have?
game was up against Andrew Beaver. Flew all the way from Perth.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, top bloke. Ran the Onyx Contact Force, who are the aliens. They're the bad guys of the Infinity world. And I won first turn from memory. And yeah, from there, it was a tough table for him. And I took my 19 order list, which was the sort of spam list.
Yep.
And essentially pushed up. He was awesome in his deployment, and really he forced me to do certain things because he didn't turtle up. He didn't sort of hide all his gear, all his important pieces.
Yep.
He put out his one of his top link teams, which is like 5 dudes, and essentially put them on a sniper position to cover the board. And then I had to sort of slice the pie, pick each one off individually, and it took orders for me to do that. It took time, and it was intensive, which meant it slowed me down. But through the course of the game, warmed down, out-ordered him, and with certain pieces made it very difficult for him to do anything and sort of shut him down to a certain extent. So yeah, it was a tough game. Like, it was a tough game for him, but also for me. If a couple of rolls hadn't gone my way, I would have been screwed. Simple as that.
So it was a pretty close game. So what was, I guess, the end result?
The end result didn't reflect the game, and that's what I said to him at the end. Like, it's
Is
not
this,
a fair
is this
result.
the PC version of I spammed him and fucked him up?
Yeah.
All right. So what was the score?
10 zip.
10 zip.
Yeah,
All right.
which is-
so is that the biggest?
That's the biggest you can get.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a couple of dice rolls and it might have been a bit of a
Oh,
different.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, the next game was against Ryan Kirby from Melbourne, I'm going to guess. No, it's Melbourne. I'm pretty sure it's Melbourne.
He's Australian.
Yeah. Aussie as they come. And he ran Vanilla Aleph, and Aleph are the more intelligent sort of AI race of the Infinity Universe. And he won first turn, and he had his tag, which is a big stompy robot.
Yep.
Now, in this mission, there's 9 objectives spread across in a tic-tac-toe formation, so like a square,
Yep.
Equally spaced apart. And your job was to flick the button, so basically own one of the 9 antennas, and then the second turn you destroy it. That's how you win the game. And the more you flick the button, and the more you destroy,
The more points you get.
the more you win.
Yep.
Okay. So first up, I got a rule interpretation wrong, so that blew my mind because I just learned something that in our group we'd been playing completely
All right.
incorrectly.
I didn't hear about that.
The burst, so you can, the way you got saturation.
Oh yeah,
zone
you split the burst and it doesn't apply until you don't apply saturation zone effect until
to split
afterwards,
to split burst.
So basically, if you shoot 4 bullets, Muddy, through a saturation zone, it takes 1 off. But if you shot 4 bullets at 4 different targets, they'd all get off.
So you're shooting into a forest, and you shoot at one target, and you lose one of your shots. But shoot at all different targets through that forest, you don't lose any shots.
Because
whatsoever.
it doesn't apply the modifier until after you split the fire.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
Yeah. I don't think it's maybe necessarily how CB intended to,
But that's rules.
but
as
that's rules as written. So that blew my mind. So we'd been playing it. I'd been playing it incorrectly.
Yep.
So anyway, so we clarified that. That was cool. And anyway, his first turn, he basically sticks his big stompy tag right in my grill, right in my face, in my 10 inches from my deployment zone.
It just says deal with it.
And basically, here you go. Put on suppressive fire. Your favorite
Suppressive fire!
your favorite term.
Yep.
And it shafted me. So I was just like, I've got, as it stands right now, in its field of vision and its field of fire, I just cannot deal with that. It's just too hard. So lucky enough, I could, that was the left flank, the right flank, I could do some stuff. I managed to do some stuff. Anyway, long story short, came down to the last roll of the game. And for the last roll of the game, I had to score a 12 or under in order to hit the target to destroy it. If I had hit it, there's a good chance I'm going to destroy it.
So obviously you missed it.
I missed it twice.
So you had 2 shots at
I
it?
had 2 shots at it. 2 goes at it and missed it twice. And that was to win the game. And I would have, yeah.
Alright, so end result is... this sounds pretty close.
Yeah, it was closer than the last one, and it was, I think, 8-4. I lost that game 8-4, but that was such an enjoyable game. Like, it was so intense. Like, every single order, every single move of the game, it was just blowing my mind. It was just incredible.
I'm just laughing because Mrs. Google's just switched on.
Don't know why. Crazy.
She's
crazy chick.
she's putting a bit of a soundtrack. Oh, you can't say that.
Well, I think that's an edit. That's an edit right
sexist.
there. For sure. Can't tell Google that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she did it.
Yeah. You told her. So that was the second mission, and DT came and watched a bit of that game, and I felt really bad for him because he came over to watch, and I couldn't. You know, sometimes you want to, hey, how's it going? How's your game? I just couldn't say a word to him because it was just taking all my concentration to try and dig myself out of a hole. Yeah. I'd got myself in and to try and claw back some sort of victory. And in the end, like I said, I had a chance to win it and didn't. And then the third game was against Tom Ford. I think it was definitely Tom. I'm sure it was Ford. He won second best painted. He had a beautiful army. Pano, same to mine, but it was a Conocimento, a sectorial. So he painted them all up green. So, and that game, what happened was, the second game was so intense that it fried my brain.
You were done.
I was done. Like, I was just like, that's canned me. And then we went into the third game. I had a game plan for that, all thought out, like weeks before. Thought, this is the list. I've got a separate list for it, because in Infinity you're allowed 2 army lists. In tournaments, most cases you're allowed two army lists. So I had a separate army for this mission. What I do, I completely just went, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'll just go forget about the game plan that I'd thought about for this mission. I'll just wing it and take this little list. Anyway, I got smashed in that, like 10 zip, big time, and deservedly so. Like, I played like a douche. Like, it was just, I didn't, Tom played superbly, and I played like a knob. So I made mistakes.
But it would have been one of the best tables to look at as an advertisement for the game, with obviously 2 pretty well painted armies and, by the sounds of it, good terrain.
That's what Gavin Bateman, who's one of the admins on the Infinity Story website, that's actually what he said. He was beside us and said, "Oh, look, 2 nicely painted armies playing. It's a winner anyway."
We must have had a Force connection.
Yeah. So that was it. So look, and I said this over the course of the weekend. One thing it's taught me is, certainly in with the spread of players there, if you made one mistake, you were gone. Like, the quality of players this year has certainly stepped up from previous years. Like I say, if you make one mistake, or you take the wrong list, or take the eye off the ball, or miss an ARO, which is the automatic reaction order, that can cost you the game right there. So it's a tough one to win.
So you'd be sitting pretty much mid tables by about big win, big loss,
probably
and
just
small loss?
So minor loss and a major loss.
Yeah.
I finished the day on, and I would have been sitting probably 2/3 in the table, maybe towards the upper end, but probably 2/3. Yeah.
So when you finished day one, we'll get on to you in a sec, Jacob. You walked away thinking, yay, nay? Or,
no, I was really happy because
just super excited for the night's
I
activities.
was actually happy for lots of reasons. Okay, that's a whole separate, and we'll get on to that. That's a whole separate discussion. But as far as the tournament goes, I was actually really happy, and that's bizarre because I give that second game everything. Like, that second game was a dead set arm wrestle. It was easier for Ryan because he had first turn, and he could set his army up to he pinned me down. He dead set pinned me down, and I was moving like 6 inches from my table edge, trying to do stuff like halfway up to 2/3 way up the board. So I was doing stuff long range, trying to stay in cover, trying not to get my ass shot off, because he had completely screwed me. So I was trying to work my way around as best I could this big problem he had presented me. So I'm just stoked.
But you like that sort of thing,
yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
Like, I love those really
But
hard,
it burnt you
intense.
out.
But it shafted me so much.
So finishing day one, did you then think, you know what, I can really let loose tonight now because the pressure's off? Or
far from it. I was the total opposite. I actually had only, at that stage, I hadn't got round any of the convention. I hadn't even made it up to the third hall where the Kings played. So I hadn't made it to the second-hand stall. I hadn't made it round any of the stall holders at all, except one, but that was one or two, but that was only for like a proper unrelated conversation. Like I hadn't bought anything. I'd done nothing. So I actually didn't want to get that drunk because I actually wanted to have a really, really interesting, and I wanted to have a real positive Sunday.
Were you short on time then to be able to do that, or
We were, but through no fault of the tournament. Like,
the games just took longer?
yeah.
Yeah?
I was at the time
How
limit
long
for
do you
all of my
guys-
games on Saturday.
How long do you guys have for Infinity?
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't pushed for time as far as my game rounds were concerned, but I actually wanted to enjoy dinner. Like when we went for lunch, sorry,
Yeah.
I should say Aussie's lunch, not dinner. When I go for my lunch, I really enjoyed the food, you know, and I was with you and JT, and I was enjoying listening to the games and, you know, lots of stuff. So it was just, the whole thing was just enjoyable. I didn't want to rush it. And I knew Sunday, I had Sunday anyway. If I didn't get too drunk, I had Sunday as a catch-up day.
All right, well, let's go, Jacob.
All right, man.
First game.
I'm so terrible. I can't remember the name of the fella I played in the first round. And you know what? I can't even remember his army. I remember him, lovely bloke, tall, blonde hair, glasses. Like, I remember who he is.
Yep.
Fucking useless with names. So,
That's all right. So what happened?
Had
the Toha.
Toha went down. It
You
went
had
down.
a loss?
Yep.
Yep.
And it
Big
was
loss or
yeah, it was big.
What, 10? 10's apparently the biggest, is it?
Yeah. I think it was because first round was
Which is a
Acquisition?
no-no.
acquisition. Yeah. So I think it was like a 6-1 or something I lost. I can't remember the exact score, but it was a major win to him.
Yep.
But it wasn't like he didn't get. I think maybe he did. I honestly can remember so little about this game.
So did you? Were you a bit nervous going into this one? A bit rusty as well? Or
No.
'cause-
Like
no?
it was all good. It was
And
just
the
one of those.
the Toha?
Sometimes you just get games sometimes where it's. I'm not having to dig at my opponent in any way, shape, or form here. Where it just stuff happens and you do stuff, but the whole time you're sort of focused on the mechanics rather than interaction or anything like that. So, you know, and it was.
Is
one of those
it? Do you
games
mean
where-
like when you say mechanics? Are you saying like you trying to remember the rules, how the Toha works, that sort of thing?
Yeah,
focusing
well,
on that
it's
rather than
Infinity
necessarily the game.
in and of itself it's an intensive game where
Yeah.
you have to pay attention the whole time.
Yeah.
So, and probably because it was the first game with the Toha, I was like, like trying to make sure I wasn't fucking anything up for him. But there wasn't a lot of banter or anything like that. And again, through no fault of anyone's, it's just that's how the game panned out. And you get them at tournaments. Sometimes you just get games where you just go play a game, you walk away from it and go, oh,
There's
shit.
some games you just don't necessarily even click with someone, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just that you haven't clicked.
Game 3, and I'll get
We're
to game 2 in a second.
skipping game 2,
Yeah.
are we?
Game 3, I played Alistair, and he had Merovingian Ariadne, so French
Oh,
Ariadne.
interesting. Okay.
And I reckon they're a great list. They got lots of sneaky camo
Beautiful
guys
minis.
and some werewolves. Oh, the minis are top notch. Because they're early too. They haven't been redone, so like
no need to redo them.
no, and they hold up really well. But his list is like, okay, I've got all this camouflage, and my list couldn't deal with camouflage. And I've got all this flame, and my guys can't deal with flame. It was just like one of those matchups where you go,
Oh, so it's
yeah, I'm
really,
going to get pounded.
okay.
And I got pounded, but it was okay. He was a nice guy. I had a good chat. And we both shared a love for the French miniatures, so that was good.
Yeah.
Second game, though, I played Greg Burgess.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Burgers. Seriously?
So travel all the way to Canberra and play a dude that lives at
You know
fucking
what?
sunny coast.
That's awesome, though, because you know you're going to have just
Yeah.
a
And this
a
was
good
was the
game.
mission where my list, I couldn't really win this mission.
Did Burgers get it? Beat ya?
Well, okay, so long story. I
Ooh.
couldn't really win this mission because I didn't have enough, whereas Greg had his shit that could blow up the things, like, so I could scan them fine,
Yeah.
but I couldn't kill them.
Right.
So, whereas he had his tag, which had explosive close combat weapon, just went up and chopped and they were gone.
Yep.
Anyway, long story short, I scanned more, he chopped more, but the second part of the mission is to kill the enemy's HVT. and I killed his, but he didn't kill mine. So
you got
it
the
was
win.
going to be a 7-3 to me, or something like that. Again, I'm fuzzy on the numbers. It was a win to me. But we got to the end, and he's like, oh man, I completely forgot about it. And I'm like, dude, if you had spent 2 orders, you could have walked here, and done it.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I could have. I'm just so wrecked. And I said, well, let's just pretend that happened. And so I went from a win to a draw. Because if that happened, we played out as a draw. And that was a much fairer result. Because he just simply forgot about that part
It's
of the mission.
burgers. Like, he's not...
And look, I'm not there for sheep stations.
Yeah,
I don't give a
and
shit.
neither's burgers. For him to even be banging his head to say, oh, crap, I forgot.
Yeah,
So, no, literally, he has
The
literally
one mission
forgotten.
I was worried about, I got him, and we had a great game.
Yeah, that's
Lots of
awesome.
banner, cool minis. And then in the end, we just played it as a draw.
Yeah.
So, fucking...
So you didn't do a ninth, just call it a 10-10.
No.
It was a real draw.
There was a real... Well, no, it wasn't. It was a win that we...
Yeah,
downgraded
no,
to
that's
a draw.
fine, because burgers would do the same.
He would,
If it was the
yeah.
other way
And
around.
that's the other thing, too.
And
You
that's-
can't screw over Greg Burge, because
No.
he's just too top of
He's
load.
too good a guy.
Yeah.
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 Totally agree.
And, and so I walked away from that feeling really happy that we both got out of the game a decent game.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
And it was cool cinematic moments like ninjas popping out and fucking...
Yeah, because he's got all like ninjas or something, hasn't
Yeah.
he? I don't know.
I love it. He made me want to play ninjas this year.
Yeah. Yeah, because he gets excited by it all,
Yeah.
which feeds it, you know.
So that
Yeah.
was my day one. Like, yeah, obviously not as in-depth as Greg, but it was a loss-draw loss. So
Yep. No, all right. So you guys would have been sitting pretty.
I was bottom. Or very close.
And I suppose, as far as the rest of the group's concerned, at this stage, JT at the end of day 1, JT's sitting 3 major wins, so he's sitting close to the top.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not close to the top. He's at the top, like within top 4 or 5, definitely. Out of 70, yeah, like top score.
Oh, I had Chadster.
Chadster, he had.
He hadn't played
I think
for a while
he had
when I spoke to him.
2. He had a major win and I think 2 minors.
yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
so he's gone.
Yeah.
He's traveling.
He was-
So
going okay,
him and JT and Chad, like big shout out to Chadster. He hadn't played a game of Infinity
No, I spoke to him.
from years. I'm sure it's years.
Over 12 months, I think, yeah.
Yeah, like so we're walking. So on the Friday night, right? We're on our way to the unit. We've got our bags. We've been picked up. So we're in the basement of the hotel. We've got Jacob going. Isn't one of the missions, whatever? And JT, no. And Jacob's like, oh, maybe I'm reading maybe I'm reading last year's players pack. And then Chad's like, what about this? And Jet, no, you got to do this. And I'm glad I spoke to you. So then JT's like, I really think you need to read some stuff, fellas, before you rock up to the thing. And they're like, nah, fuck it, we'll just whatever. So between these two, honestly, like between Chad and Jacob, they had no idea what the hell was going on. So
Chad's still doing pretty good.
you know,
here.
Jacob's playing with a force he doesn't even like,
Yeah.
and can't even do half the stuff that you're supposed to do. And Chad's rocked up with 1 list, 10 orders, and roughly knows what it does, but has got no idea about anything else.
So after you just saying about how competitive and how everyone's getting ultra good at all this in the level of professionalism, etc., etc., you got these two
Yep.
just dragging
Yep.
the chain,
Yeah,
but they're
I-
actually
I-
doing pretty good.
I
Yep.
bought a fucking floppy pink dildo to a gunfight.
Yes.
It
Yep.
was the
That's a
probably,
dead set proper
probably
analogy.
the least powerful list there
I think you'd run away from that.
by
though.
far.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
did.
right.
They saw that. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, they run
put it
away.
And
Alright.
the rest of Queenslanders, we had like Yancey there. Yancey, I think he suffered a minor loss, and I think maybe a minor win and a major win. I could be wrong there, but I'm sure he was sitting quite nicely going into day 2. Sam Lee is a classic. He was planning to bring his army that he's been playing for like at least a year, because I know he's using the slow grow. He's in our Rory slow grow, right?
Yep.
So he's been using this army, and like, cool, this is what I'm going to bring. It's all painted, all nicely, job done. And 2 weeks before CanCon, decides to change to completely different army, like totally different. Plays differently, everything. He brings the alien, the baddies, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't even know how to play. Doesn't even know the rules. So he rocks up to CanCon with that, and he gets smashed.
Well, the pressure's off though.
Yeah, he gets smashed. Yeah, but he's cool about it. He understands. Like, he's not bitter and like, oh bloody hell, I got smashed. He's
Yeah.
like, well, what do you expect? I changed my army 2 weeks before CanCon. Like, they're not even painted. He's just brought undercoated models. In fact, are they even undercoated? I don't even think they're undercoated.
I think it was bare metal.
Oh, yeah, bare metal. There you go. So, yeah. Nice one, Sam. Legend. So that was a bit of a background of our group dynamics.
So the Queenslanders are really representing.
Really showing it to them. Really showing.
Time for the Power Stance Gaming Day 2 wrap up from CanCon.
So Sunday, you kick off Sunday.
Sunday, I played Nick, who had Eugene playing the Chinese.
Yeah, okay.
Which was good. He had a big dude with twin missile launchers on top of a building and could see, this was a mission with 3 central objectives, could see all of the objectives. So
You're boned.
I was boned. It was fun. So I'm like, I literally, all right, I'm going to move these guys up. These guys, I'm going to shoot them. And I said, right, I'm going to throw a smoke grenade. Okay, I needed 16 to get a smoke grenade off.
Yeah.
16 or less, okay? Versus him. So it's face to face, obviously. Do you think I could roll 16?
No.
No. Cool. So 3 guys dead.
I just wanted to chime in here, right? Not to steal your thunder. Now, Jacob on the way down, so we're drinking a beer in the Tiger Airways thing, right? And Jacob says, yeah, this is the weekend, yeah, looking forward to rolling dice. I'm like, what? You said fun and dice in the same sentence. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. So I'm not going to, I just want to chime in to say
Second
that.
team, move him out. Needed 16 or less. 3 dead. Third team, because I had three teams, move out. This is all in one turn, all in the first turn. Move him out. Needed 16 or less. They're all dead. So gets better. Have my camera guy pop out. Surprise shot him. He's at neg 12. Minus 12 on his roll. Dead.
He'd be hitting like on the threes. He'd like,
and this guy is just like, I'm sorry. Like, he's literally got his hands up going, like.
Did you just shake his hand right there and say, look,
essentially,
the game was over, what, 30 minutes?
I was in retreat at turn 1. His turn 2, he moved up and got all the objectives. And I'm like, okay, it's my turn. Well, I'm in Lost Lieutenant and I have 1 model left, so he's going to idle and I'll shake your hand. And it was just under the 30-minute mark.
Wow, that's a quick game.
And to be fair, if he hadn't have had his second turn, if I'd have just said, you can just claim all the objectives and I'll walk away, 20 minutes, game over. It was fucking brutal. But at the same time, I then had 90 minutes to put my head down and recover.
You were feeling a bit dusty, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You were feeling a bit dusty.
Did you have a sleep under any of the tables?
Didn't have a sleep. I went outside. I laid in the sun and ate chips of gravy, and it was the best. It was so good. Oh, that nice food I had on Saturday? No, it was just chips and gravy and coffee. That's all I had.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to discuss this Saturday night thing. All right, so who wants to go in the next game?
And then game 2, I played Michael. And he had the French Ariadne again.
Again, okay.
Yeah, so same list, and almost exactly the same list. Like camouflage, flamethrowers, all the rest.
Is that their thing, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was pretty new, and he probably made a few mistakes.
He probably saw your demeanour and went, look at this old
No, I
drunk.
was pretty chipper.
I've got this
No,
guy.
even the
No,
bottom,
as in, look at him.
the bottom,
he's
like
lying.
wooden spooners were like at it. Like they were going head to head. Like there was no quarter given. Like it was no, oh, let's call this a five.
Yeah.
Except for
a
Greg.
5-all.
But what I liked about
Oh no, he still plays games.
what I liked about Michael is that he wanted to do cool shit. He was like, I haven't had my artillery go off all weekend, so I said, all right, well, have a crack at it.
Yeah.
And we did it. And it was highly classified, and that's the one where you get 5 missions. 4 are the common, and you get your own secret one. I could do my secret one and one of the common ones. My list did not allow me to do the other ones because I was taking the starter box. Okay? Didn't have a hacker, didn't have an engineer. Okay, so I was like, okay, so all I can do with these 2. I managed to get them done in the first turn. So it was like, cool. Anything that happened after that, the game is his to win or lose.
Yep.
So, and I was like, and one of them was like repair a structure point off of something with your engineer. So a smart player wouldn't damage his thing, but I shot the thing, wounded it once, and he can go over and repair it, get an objective point, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out I won like 3-2 or something because I got my secret one, which was worth 2 points. And
This is quite a close game.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was kind of like we both knew we were at the bottom. We just had some fun. I did everything I could to win. I helped him get some points. Yeah, it was, and it was chat. Like it was
Yeah,
good.
you
'cause-
actually had a decent game.
and he was telling me about how he's new to the game and he played with his brother and it's his first tournament and all that
Oh,
sort
wow.
of stuff.
Oh,
So,
so that's awesome.
yeah, and it was really good. So I was really glad to finish
On a high.
on a nice game like that.
Yeah,
So,
nice casual sort of
yeah,
one where
after
a
getting
little bit of banter.
pasted in the first.
That's because you had the chips and gravy.
Yeah, chips and gravy.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's
As
sort of
soon as I
everything.
walked in, I could smell hot chips. I'm like,
Oh.
I need that and a gravy enema, and I'm done.
I like the chicken gravy rolls.
Does solve a lot of things.
Great stuff. Day 2.
Yeah, so my first game was against Lachlan Carter. Rocking up, and I wasn't too sure who was going to play. And then they posted up on Facebook. So on the way there, JT says, "Oh, you playing Lachlan Carter?" I'm like, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Yeah, he's got like a 20-order spam Scottish list.
Isn't yours
Caledonian.
19 though?
19, yeah, but yeah, horse of courses, spam." So what happened was, anyway, so rock up, Lockie, awesome dude, right? Cool. Like, it was actually my favorite, like, as far as strategy and intensity was the second game was my favorite game, but as
Yep.
far as like best opponent and best fun and having a laugh was definitely this game.
So
I
he
had
gets
a-
the banter award.
yeah, just had a ball, like really fun. So anyway, going in, I knew I wasn't top table, so I wanted to get into sort of top 10. That's where I wanted to be, and that wasn't going to happen. So I hadn't taken my Squallow, which is my tag, I hadn't played it yet. I was supposed to play it in the previous game, the one that I'd set up to play.
The one that you did the list.
Yep,
wrong
I
way.
screwed up the list,
Yep.
screwed the list up. I was supposed to take the Squallow for that list, didn't take it. So, as Jacob alluded to, Highly Classified was the last mission. I definitely couldn't take it to that. So I thought, you know what, screw it. Bit of fun. I'm going to take the Squallow for this mission. I thought, why not? Let's just do it. So, we all said I won first turn. I thought, great, this is perfect. I'm gonna smash him. And he was bricking. He's going, oh, you got the Squallow, haven't you? And I had it hidden and everything. He was like, I'm sure you got the Squallow. That's the last thing I want. And he was just freaking out about it. And I was just like, oh, I've so got this. This is just gonna be awesome. Because the thing about the Squallow is it's one of the few pieces in the game that it pings grenades
Yep.
from artillery. It's an artillery piece, so you can stay in cover, shoot people from distance, and there's nothing they can do about it. And if it lands, they've got problems. So he was just freaking out about it because he said of all the lists he wanted to face, this was the list that he couldn't solve it. He was just going, I'm dead, I'm gone. So I'm like, this is awesome. I'm playing the mind, not that I play mind games, but he was doing it all himself. I'm like, sweet. So I take a Squallow out and I'm like, balls out. I'm like, stick it up the board.
Showing him.
Yep,
Yeah,
stick it up the
it's
board.
here.
I'm like, I had this little voice in the back of my head going, stick it behind cover where nobody can see it. I thought, you know what, bugger it, this is the game.
he's scared.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to
Yeah.
wreck him. So I stick it out, right, and basically behind this bit of a pillar. So it's like straight on as, you're sitting opposite me, straight opposite me, it's got cover. But on a diagonal, it's got no cover whatsoever. But it's a big stompy robot, you know what I mean? That's
what
all
they
good.
do.
Yeah, exactly right. Except Lockie then set down a little camo marker diagonally opposite, straight in line of sight. And I was like, shit, I have just lost the game. So, my first turn, first order, I activate the Squallow. And I thought, right, Squallow's going to idle. In fact, no, I didn't. I moved it because I saw what was going to happen. So I moved it back into cover, where it should have bloody been. I go, what are you going to, what's, arrows? And he goes, the Warcore is going to flash pulse you, and the camo marker is a sniper with the T2 rifle, and it's going to shoot. And I'm like, shit, because it's a bad range for me, and he's got camo, blah, blah, blah. I'm rooted. So anyway, long story short, the T2 sniper hits. It crits me, which, I threw 3 dice at it to try and, negate his one shot. It immediately causes 2 wounds. So, 1 wound and a field armor save. So I've got 2 wounds. So the tag's got 3 wounds. I've just lost 2. It's now got 1 wound. The stupid Warcore that I threw 1 dice at, it flash pulses me and I fill my BTS. I thought,
Which blinds him.
which it can't do any aggressive actions that whole turn. So my intention,
You're immobilized, essentially.
my intention was to plow orders into Squallow, kill his lieutenant, which would force him into retreat, because I knew who his lieutenant was. He had William Wallace, and basically go through his camo markers and kill his camo markers because I could censor them. So all of a sudden, I'm now looking at a plan that's just gone down the toilet, and my big piece, the killy piece, is down to 1 wound, and now I can't be aggressive with him. So I'm like, far out. So basically, spent the rest of the game. This is completely my fault, trying to claw back a semblance of a game and make a game of it, which it did in the end. And but by end of my turn 2, the Squallow was dead. So it was lucky to win. And my end of my turn 3 because I had first turn. So his turn 3, he was just there. He had run up, push buttons, and did it, and he did it. But it was such a great game because he's such an awesome opponent. Because we talk about intent and stuff. It was just easy. Like, my dude wants to do this. Is that cool? It's like, yep, your dude can do that. No worries. I get where you're going. I know where you want to be. So, whenever I do stuff, I know exactly what you're trying to achieve. And it was just real good banter between us and made it real easy. And despite the fact I lost 10-0, it didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like a zip.
Because you were having a good game.
Because it was awesome. It was just like, there was no, it needs to be that, or there was no, it was just easy. It was just an easy game to play. And you know what? Having faced a 20-order list, I mean, mine was 19, but he had probably 22 or 24 orders because he had guys with Impetuous, which grants you an order. It didn't bother me. Like, people say, 20 orders is broken. Not at all. In fact, I didn't have 19 orders. I only had 14 or 15 because I took the Squallow.
I don't think it's broken. It's just
you just need to know how to play it.
It's work.
It's work.
Yeah.
To me, it's you losing. It's skirmish games. Yeah, you know how I feel about it. So.
Yeah. Had I have not been a knob with my Squallow, the last time I played the Squallow was August last year. The Squallow list, the last time I played it was 6 months ago. And I just, again, a brain fart. Again, going back to what I said, made one mistake, and I paid the price for it. Lost the game.
You got too excited by the reaction that this miniature was obviously having, and it got cocky with it.
I got dead set cocky. I thought, I'm going to smash him. And Lockie played into it. And he wasn't trying to play mind games with me. He was terrified of it. He was like, you've got this. Because of the Squallow.
I'm so afraid of that thing. I'm just going to put it right bang in the middle of the table then. Yeah, no mind games there. Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He's a nice guy. He's a lovely guy. I give him best sports because he was such a nice... He was awesome. And it was a tough call between him and the other guys because Andrew was awesome all the way from Perth, and he was a wicked guy to play.
Oh, that's cool.
How did you get... I had 3 players look at me when they said, all right, I'm gonna do you want to walk away and do your hidden deployment so I can do my hidden deployment? And I said, no, I trust you. And they're just like, oh, okay. I was like,
I never had anyone ask me to walk away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had no hidden deployment ever, which was really surprised me.
Oh, okay. I played Ariadne and Yujing, so...
Yeah. See, they'd be perfect armies for me. They had the army list designed to take on those forces. I'd have been loving them. And then the 5th game, I fell on sword. There was one guy dropped out the day before.
Oh, you had a buy.
Which meant there was odd number. So I want the tournament organised. I said, mate, I really want it. And another guy put his hand up and said, no, I really want it. So I actually had to say, no, Ed, I really want it. He's like, no, but I really want it. I'm not feeling well.
We were sitting there chatting, and Ed walks up.
No, Ed.
And he's like, well, I was going to have a buy, but this shit cunt here is fucking more influential, obviously.
Yeah, and...
they're fighting over the buy.
So again, to tournament organisers' credit, they were given vouchers out to sort of say, look, really, it's a shit thing to do, but here you go. And I said, don't want that because I'm intentionally doing this because,
for your benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. I
give it to the other guy.
But my buddy Jake would really like one.
I wanted to walk around and that gave me the chance to walk, because at this stage I still haven't been around the convention, so it gave me the chance to walk around the convention, stop by, see some armies, see DT rolling some dice, try and see Ken, but he had disappeared, saw Chris, he was a bit stressed out, playing Kings of War, so...
Cox.
Yep. So, see some of the guys, see some of the armies being played, see some stuff.
I fortunately got to do that in the morning when I was walking off the hangover.
Yeah, you did the hour and a half.
With your chips.
Yeah.
But, I was the same. I went to Kings of War and it was intense.
It was intense. Those guys
boys were sheep stations over there.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and I guess just to wrap up the overall tournament, Ben Addison from White Noise podcast, he won the overall tournament.
Oh, right.
JT played him it was the first game on the Sunday.
Round 4.
So they're all top. So round 4. And yeah, unfortunately,
Not a good mission.
unfortunately, give JT a bit of a drumming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's the one with the 3 essential objectives. And basically, the player that goes second has a chance to flick all the switches back.
Yeah,
So you can get everything right in your 3 turns, but your opponent can just go, no, I win.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Playing Toha as
I
well.
don't think it's a good mission.
Playing Filthy Toha.
Yes, Filthy Toha win the tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, he wasn't using the starter box.
Yeah. Okay.
I can just see Muddy's like going, "What the hell, Jack?"
Yeah.
And Sam Benson won Best Painted, who had amazing
Incredible.
Eugene force.
Incredible.
Like, yeah, it's stellar.
Yeah.
And it was Tom Ford, wasn't it? I'm sure it was Ford. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got second Best Painted for his Conocimento, which are
Again, there were 5 or 6 that could have won to Best Painted.
Oh, nice.
But Sam's was head and shoulders above everybody else. I would
Yeah,
say.
it was a popular vote, but that's how to do it, I guess, in a tournament that size.
Yeah.
Because technically, I don't know. Technically, you'd be like splitting fucking pubes to.
I'll give it. So it was essentially player's choice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
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 And then we had 3 players nominated for Best Sports, which was a nightmare. So 3 Best Sports.
So
which
they
is
all got
incredible.
5 out of
Well,
5,
they
didn't
all
they?
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a testament to the Infinity players, I think, getting 3. And the tournament organizers said everybody got votes across all 69 players.
Yeah, every player got a
Wow.
vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
So
cool.
that's pretty awesome, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Nick, who fucking tabled me in 20 minutes, gave me a vote for best sports.
He'd want to after that performance.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that was, and then we had the Bostria thing, which you can touch on later.
Seminar, yeah, I haven't seen it. So.
I watched it today. We saw a bit of it because we were chatting to people and the boys wanted to go to Mooseheads. But
Yeah.
it was great, actually. And I suppose you mentioned earlier, like, that's one thing that so impresses me with Corvus Belli is again, the brand protection. But the fact that one of the brand ambassador got on the video camera and videoed a specific seminar just for the Aussies, for CanCon, was brilliant.
It's something we don't get in Australia.
Yeah.
We don't get
Exclusives.
exclusives like that.
And
And it was cool.
He gave exclusives. He took, it wasn't live, it was pre-recorded, but he took pre-recorded, so he took questions and he then answered them. So he named the person who wrote the question, then read out the question and then answered it. And it was excellent. It was so well done. Hats off to him. It was an hour-long seminar. It was great. And I just go, that's why I like you don't, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't see G-Dub doing that. I don't see Kings of War doing that. I don't see the War Machine guys doing that. That same level of connectivity with the owners of the business, essentially, the company.
Ronnie Renton doesn't get out and do that stuff.
He flies there.
Was he at CanCon?
No, he won't. He's not Australia, granted, but all the US and all that, he flies there,
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of CB.
and he does that. He does those seminars.
Yeah.
Those and he literally sits down and just
Yeah.
takes questions. But I don't think so in Australia.
Some of the content out of the seminar, like that Zoe and Pywell, and I know they're the photographs and that, but if you're on the Infinity History forum, you can see them. If we've got them, we can post them up.
Yeah.
Oh, the Zoe and Pywell re-sculpt is insane.
Good, because they're awesome models with great... I mean, they've got awesome rules, but I don't like the models.
The current ones?
The current ones,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, totally.
So the new models are going to be.
The current ones
They're
are
as
like
cool
the-
as their rules,
Yeah.
basically,
the
yeah.
current
So they'll
ones,
have to change the rules on them now.
Yeah, make them more powerful, that'd be nice.
the current ones are like a schoolgirl with a backpack and a little toy robot. That's the current models.
All right.
And now they've made it like a woman.
She's
with,
punk rock.
yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a freaky robot.
Okay.
Yeah, sick. And they got the new Blackjack with the heavy machine gun.
Yeah, you know the big exosuit for the Yanks? With
The one that looked like just one big giant
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
So
you.
they've got a new one, but instead of he's got a machine gun, but he's kind of leaning on it
Okay.
with a knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rambo.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Rambo.
It's a much nicer sculpt. The
Yeah.
other ones, the sniper rifle on his shoulder looks shit ass. I'll pay
No, I
that.
like it.
I like his little box machine gun, and then anyway.
I do like it. I like both.
You
Then we
like
got
all of it.
DeFearson new sculpt coming out, which is super exciting for Pano, which is my dudes. And they've said 5 sectorials as well.
Yeah,
five
five new sectorials. Over
not
the next
necessarily
12
new
months.
armies, but new configurations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited with that because I like changing up the different combinations of models and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, keeps it fresh.
So having a big year.
So it's massive. Yeah, it's going to be a really big year, and more Irish Day as well.
Of course, it has to be.
Yeah.
So
We'll get to
really,
that later.
Really excited, but it's just great to see, like I said, the figurehead, the marketing dude of Corvus Belly, there saying we love you, Australia, and I'm going to try and come out, and this is exclusives, and keep supporting us. And from that, I suppose not from that seminar, but post tournament of Infinity, they're going to try and get 100 players next year, which is massive.
Yeah, they bumped the
That's
flag up.
going toe to toe with America.
You are listening to Power Stance Gaming, and now, enjoy some more.
I just want to say that it was going to CanCon for work, and I just did finger quotes for the people at home. Like, actually going there to talk to people about gaming stuff. Not just to play and to shop, but to actually interact with members of the gaming community. I just thought it was incredible. And did you want to do some shout-outs, or...?
No, off you go. You keep going.
Yeah, well, the first one is obviously Nick at Eureka Miniatures.
Oh, unbelievable.
It was fantastic.
Did you get your Bushmasters?
No, I didn't. They were out of my price range.
Oh, so they do have...
And the scale was a tiny bit off.
Okay.
Like, if they were the right scale for that
You would have
price,
jumped on
yeah,
it.
but to have them just that tiny bit too small
Yep.
was... I don't know. I think I might just need
It's
to
a deal breaker.
get some Blackhawks.
Yeah, that worked.
So Eureka Miniatures, they manufacture miniatures, all sorts, like everything from modern to Napoleonic. And Nick is a genius as far as I'm concerned, as far as what he does. So he sculpts them, and then he makes the molds for them and whatnot. So we're chatting to him about the whole mold making process, and showed us some of the Twisted molds that he's done for the Twisted Miniatures game by Demented Games.
And then went over and introduced us to the guys from...
Sebastian and Peter from Twisted, who are amazing. Like, they were so forthcoming with telling us, their journey to date with the Twisted game and the challenges that it's presented.
Kickstarter.
The Kickstarter process.
The press Kickstarter blues and all that sort of stuff.
It was just real eye-opener, and how friendly, and they were amazing. Both Nick and the Twisted guys were just wow,
Yeah, fantastic.
It just opened my eyes as to what goes into making a game, and the pitfalls, and also the joys, not the joys, but the positives.
Positives and negatives.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's always a positive and a negative.
Yep. And then Duncan Trade as well, which is obviously what you want from a convention.
Yeah, I bought the rules.
Yep.
It looks fantastic. I haven't had a chance to crack it open yet, but...
Oh, have you not?
Be very keen to, yeah.
I also spoke to Gavin Clark at Judgment, the Judgment game, which is a 54mm combat game.
Yeah.
So
is it like a modern combat game?
No, it's fantasy era. So it's got like orc style dudes in it, and dwarves and elves and whatnot. So I bought the starter pack, I guess you'd call it, or I bought the game, and it comes with 3 miniatures. So I've got them at home, ready to go. So I've got to make them up and all that sort of stuff. But I didn't have a chance to actually run through how it actually plays, because they had the whole setup there. They actually
just running demos.
Yeah, they actually ran out of games on they brought heaps of copies with them. By the Saturday, they'd sold out. So on Sunday, they're actually taking people's addresses and saying, "Well, look, we'll post it for free because we've actually run out of copies." So that's awesome.
That's awesome. So a lot of business was had.
Yeah, totally. Also spoke to Viv at Knights of Dice. Yeah. So again, he was run off his feet. So I can only speak to him because I was only chatting to him in general stuff, like how the convention was going and whatnot. So I didn't really want to take up when there's punters there. I didn't want to sort of take him away from,
because he's trying to sell.
Yeah, nail a sell or whatever. So, but he was having a very busy CanCon. He was run off his feet. Anytime I looked over at the Knights of Dice stuff, he was run off his feet.
Yeah.
Have they released anything on like numbers and whatnot?
Sounds
like it was up.
We got some informal numbers. So 40k was 140.
130 I've got here. 130 registered. And 2 tournaments. They had a competitive and a friendly.
Kings of War was 70.
70, yep.
Yeah.
Infinity was 70.
Yep.
Age of Sigmar was
104.
104.
That's insane.
And shout out to Clint. Like Clint, I don't know if you remember Clint from the old Q&K days. He used to come to our fantasy tournaments. Top bloke. And was chatting to him, and he's like, yeah, just I couldn't believe that everything was painted. And he said, well, last year he had models unpainted will be removed from the game. And then he walked around to tables and took models off.
Oh, hat off, bro.
Yeah, that is
Ballsy.
brilliant.
That's a
hats
TO.
off. Now,
Ballsy.
I consider myself a good TO. That's a fucking great TO. Just
Yep.
there. And then this year he said, not a single model had to come off.
Yeah,
Funny
Because
that.
they knew.
that's a hell of a
The
result,
players
isn't it?
knew the standard was set, the expectation was there.
And he's going to follow through.
And he was followed
That's
through.
the big one because they know. Oh,
So
people
hats
don't
off to you,
follow
Clint.
through.
I've been thinking about that all week, and I'm just absolutely, good on
Top
you.
notch,
Good on
isn't
you.
it?
Yeah, I
To
like
be fair, 40k. I didn't walk around every single table, and I only glanced at stuff. I didn't see any plastic,
Yeah.
bare plastic. It
And
was
some
all painted.
Quality 40k armies.
Yep,
Incredible.
and even the
They're
terrain.
always-
It was some stellar terrain as
There
well.
always is on
Yeah.
40k. There's always obviously you get the bad apples, but
Yep.
a lot of those guys put a lot of effort into that stuff.
Didn't get numbers for Malifaux, Bolt Action, any of those games.
Yeah, I was going to ask
But
you
they-
about the smaller systems.
Malifaux got played on Friday, so we missed that.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that and had a chat to a few of the Malifaux guys, but
Didn't see Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl was there. That would have been
Yeah, no, I saw it, but
Yeah.
it would have been there, but I didn't. Never saw it.
40-ish players, you reckon?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Oh, that's still...
The board game took up half the main hall.
So the ball games, you reckon, are getting bigger
Board
and
games
bigger?
are huge.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you guys go for a wander in there then, or you just didn't
I
have
didn't have
time
time.
in the end?
I didn't have time.
Nah.
So I would like to have gone into the.
Like I've got my finger on board games anyway, so kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
it
It's
would
just,
be nice to have gone into that developer's place.
yeah,
like-
TGDA,
Yeah, that's it,
Tabletop Game Designers Australia.
Yep.
Definitely would have been good to get in there, but again, it's just you're falling down a rabbit hole. Once you start talking to people about design, I know, like we held Nick up for an hour, and then we talked to
Seb and Peter.
Seb and Peter for half an hour after that, and poor Seb's partner
Yeah.
sitting there sort of very patiently, but
Yeah.
also
Oh, okay.
tapping her watch. you know?
Yeah.
Bloody gamers.
Yeah.
So like it got to the point where we're like, okay, we have to bow. And if I go in and I start talking game design with people, I'm going to be there all day. So I think next year I have to go all 3 days.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Have to go all 3 days
Yeah.
and spend the first 2.
Question. Saturday night, did you guys, when you got up on Sunday morning, want to play games, or did you want to sleep in and just chill?
No, I wanted to get into it.
Yeah?
I was really super excited.
I wanted to fucking die.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'd be in your
Okay,
camp,
so
buddy.
just to give you a bit of a rundown, Jacob, bear in mind, okay, I haven't seen Jacob that bad since Burwood. He was
Whoa.
Burwood drunk.
I was Burwood standard, yeah.
Yeah, he was couldn't walk in a straight line home. He was all over the show. He was, in fact, at one stage he wanted to borrow a shopping trolley. He was trying to get into a shopping trolley. If he'd have got to get into a shopping trolley, that was it. He was set. He was going home in that baby.
I cannot confirm or deny this.
Yep.
Wow.
That dead set happened.
So this
Yep.
is why you're sleeping
I
out
was-
in the sun with your chips and gravy.
Yeah. For once, I was more sober than this.
Do you know what though? I feel I passed a lot of charisma checks. I'm
Oh,
just
what?
gonna- charisma checks,
Oh, charisma checks.
rolled a few advantages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
Are
do.
we allowed to
You
talk
did.
about Saturday night?
Oh, it's over
Yeah,
Bruce Heads.
it was
Yeah.
just classic
Well, okay,
Moosies.
so-
So who's
So,
there? Who's,
so okay,
who's
hang
at
on.
the table?
Hang on. Prior to
Oh,
that,
there's a prior.
so we
Did you get a feed?
we bolt from CanCon. We've got a hire car, so we're like straight in the hire car, straight to the hotel. We're all sort of doing a bit of download over our games and
Shower.
the good, the bad, the
Fresh
ugly.
up. Yep.
Yep. And then DT's like, "What's happening?" So we're cruising on about 7:30. We'll see at PJ O'Reilly's.
Got a steak?
And he's like, Guinness.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, sweet. So, we basically get showered, shaved, whatever. Boom, straight out. Basically rock in 7:30, quarter to 8. Steaks all round, I think, pretty much.
Steaks and palmies, yeah.
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 Oh, that's right. Yeah. All I can say is, top tip to our listeners, if you want the perfect steak, you want Dijon mustard as your side. Because that's like...
All right. Gets Dijon mustard on his steak.
What a loser.
Beautiful. So tasty.
I thought the British were meant to hate the French, and he's going, I'll have some Dijon mustard.
Yeah, I bet
I'm,
he said
I'm
it-
Irish,
I
but
bet
anyway.
I bet he said it with that accent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so tasty.
Was he trying to impress some barmaid or something behind
I
the
think
counter?
so.
Yeah.
I think so. She
I
was a
think so.
cute little blonde.
Yeah.
And he would have gone,
And-
you know what? This will sound fancy.
Yeah.
You lot of
And
Yeah.
she probably looked at him and went, what a
What a
fuckwit.
knob.
you just.
And I'm
you
like,
just-
I'll have mashed potato and pepper
And
sticks.
she would have gone, yeah, that's
a man for me.
That's,
just so uncouth.
that's one that
It
would
is
tap me in the ass.
so uncouth. So there were steaks and stuff and parmes and whatever else. Then DT rocks up. Man, did we wet ourselves laughing at the
DT
banter.
was in fine form.
He was just
Yeah.
there cracking out the form.
Yeah.
Chad had no idea what the hell was going on because he was there blasting out
Do you
the
remember
stories.
Blood Bowl when Chad got Greg for the first time? And Greg didn't shut up.
Oh,
And-
as in the when we
Tell him about life.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Explain how life
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
in
Oh, yeah, I
general.
couldn't forget. I
Yeah,
kept
yeah, it
yelling
was
at him,
kind of
"Shut
the opposite
fuck
of
up."
that because instead of getting all depressed, Chad laughed a lot.
Yeah.
So,
It was, in fact, my sides was sore because he was going through like the ninth age ETC stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that some guys were getting wasted and like one of the Welsh guys, he just basically fell out of the taxi after being out all night, didn't get any sleep.
Yeah,
fell
yeah,
asleep
yeah.
underneath the table, and
Yep.
he was just basically going through all those stories.
and if you
again.
haven't checked that out, listeners, go back and check out the DT interview episode of
Yep.
Power Stance Gaming where you can get the full scoop on all of that shenanigans.
But obviously, as you know, DT, he's embellishing it a lot more with a lot more, the
Enthusiasm.
peripheral stuff that
Yeah, yeah.
he couldn't tell on the podcast or didn't have time. So it was just hilarious. It was just rib tickling. It was funny as really good. I think even Sam Lee initially and Yancey were like, but like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
I'm a
because
bit-
we were talking about Infinity and strategies for tomorrow. Okay, I wasn't. They were. I was watching the footy. Raw Smash Mariners, by the way.
I was too busy drinking Guinness.
Got to get some wins in eventually.
Eventually, yeah. So it went from this conversation about, Infinity and lists and opponents and matchups and missions and shit. And then DT's like, yeah, this Welsh guy just fucking power chucked and like people poking him with a stick and like,
And did he say fucking rape dungeon?
No, he didn't.
Oh, what?
Well done. You've just said it.
Oh, sorry, mum.
It was classic DT. So we're there, right? We're there to about, I think probably 9:30 or 10 maybe.
yeah,
We're
because
there.
the football finished. I'm like, all right, well, happy hours just started at
Yeah.
Moosehead, so
Oh, you're right.
Let's get it. So we're in fine form. So we're rocking. We miss out the ground floor of
Did you
of
walk in like
Moosehead's.
you're John Travolta?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, cool.
I'm wearing my Irish T-shirt that he gave me. So I'm
Nice.
there like all like rocking and rolling.
Yep.
And we're straight up into the dance floor area straight away. Like
yeah, we didn't
up
fuck
into
around
it.
with. This is not downstairs. We
Yeah.
were upstairs on Saturday night.
straight to the top
what?
floor where the Buck and Bronco
Yeah,
was
yeah,
on the
yeah.
surfboard.
Yeah, and
Straight up, there was no surfboard.
yeah.
Yeah, DT was most upset with that. I think that's why he left. He was like, "Oh, there's no surfboard."
Oh,
Yeah.
he left.
Yeah, he left after a couple of beers.
He-
Yeah, and then
Oh, he would have been gunning for the Sunday.
Yeah, he was,
getting
yeah.
his rest. You know, what he's like he
I
likes
think he got
likes his rest.
third or something like that.
He was. When I ran into him on Saturday, he was walking around with a crown on his head.
No, tiara.
Tiara.
It was
on
a
his
tiara.
Because he just found out he was number one in the rankings.
Yeah,
So he was wearing the King's.
He was
Jesus.
stoked.
He's
Yeah.
done all right. Yeah.
yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, so he went
He
to bed early
bailed.
because we all know he can't drink.
He's hard.
for
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
Last
he's
time
such a
he was drinking,
lightweight.
what,
And I have to say, I have
soda
to,
water.
waters or something.
Yeah, it's water.
I have to call out JT as well because JT was on 3 major wins, full
Yep.
tournament points.
Oh no!
He was out to 1:30.
He
he's a
bailed
kick
early
it.
as well.
He's a big drinker too.
Oh, he was getting into
Yeah,
it. He didn't shy away from it. Like
But he drew
every-
a line, and
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
right.
Actually.
JT calling out.
Yeah, he did puss out. Yeah,
He did just get back from Las Vegas the week before, though.
Oh, that's
so
all
he
right.
did.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it's not like he was large. He wasn't large in it. He was business.
Business finger
Oh.
quotes. Lots
Yeah.
of finger quotes getting thrown around.
Right.
So he pussed out at 1:30, and we kicked on. And then next ones were to go were Sam Lee and Yancey, who had been dancing like a mofo with Chadster. Chadster just didn't stop dancing, like the whole, like that was it. It was like a little robot that you put batteries in. There's no off button. It's like brrr,
You know dudes that look like they're on pingers, but they haven't had pingers?
yeah,
That's Chad.
yeah. He was just crazy. He was, and he dragged Sam Lee and Yancey into his world. And they were just like, no idea what's going on. And then before you know it, they're dancing like lunatics as well. And it was
Still,
just,
all sugared up.
yeah, they disappeared for like 45
Was
minutes.
it the Ever Ready bunny?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Then they disappeared at about 2:30, I think. No, 2 maybe, 2:30. And then we kicked on, and then
So it's just you two left?
no,
and Chad.
yeah, Chadster.
Oh, Chad's still out
Yeah,
bouncing
Chad's still
around.
Yeah.
bouncing around. And
Not
then
that we were on our own, but
yeah, and then long story short, we get back about 3:30.
Yeah, I
And then
think so.
what, did you talk for another?
No, I
Yeah.
actually fell asleep before Chad did because I had to
what?
because the way he snores, I had to sleep before he did. That was he fell asleep on the sofa out in the living room for a bit, and that gave me a chance to get some Zeds in because he snores really badly, and I'm a real light sleeper. It was a nightmare
Did you get some photos and stuff to put up on the?
of Chad snoring.
No,
A bit difficult.
Chat in bed.
No, the activities. Are
Oh,
Chad
most heads?
Yeah,
there's a couple
Chad's
of.
dancing. No, you got more or?
No, Infinity Australia. We posted them on Infinity
Ah,
Australia.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's that's no. Long story short, no.
And then I before I went to bed, I was very intelligent. Set my alarm for 6:30, so 3 hours kip. Nice one.
Do you know what's a great way to be woken up in the morning? This cocksucker kicking in the door going, "Come on!"
Yeah, because he gets excited.
Yeah. At 6:30.
Yeah.
We're to bed. We don't have to be there for another 2 hours. We're in a hire car.
No, but I know
oh
what it's
my
like. I know what it's like getting
goodness.
grown men out of a hotel. It takes time.
He
You've all
gets
got to fix your hair.
excited.
You've got to put your non-gel in, which you're
No one had any gel. I was very upset.
Yeah, he had to put his no gel in. So he was devastated.
I would have just stayed in bed.
Nah, it was like time to go. Let's go.
I may as well have, because I could have just handed Nick the 10 zip and...
If you had of, there would have been even numbers.
Yeah. Greg would have had to play last round then. But look, to wrap it up, I was blown away by, one, how much bigger CanCon had grown in 2 years.
Huge.
That was the thing that blew me away. Two, just how friendly the Canberra locals were. And, like, three, just this gamers coming together like that. And the climate, and I don't know whether it's just Infinity, but I don't think it is, because walk around to the other things and everyone's, like, I feel it's such an inclusive environment.
Did
Where
they have
everyone's there for...
Did they have the dress?
Words will happen.
Cosplay?
Yeah, cosplay.
Nah, there's nobody.
There's no
There are
cosplay.
a few...
I didn't see him dressed
few
up.
young
Randoms.
girls getting around in cosplay. But
I also have to say, I had to try to gauge the general age, and it was good. Like, it wasn't like your middle-aged balding male. It was anything from a young kid to your middle-aged balding, sort of 60-year-old male, I guess.
Yeah.
And then everything in between. And I would say that probably the age, I would say, where the sort of average fell was probably 25 to 30. So if anything, we would be more towards the older spectrum of the type of gamers there. But overall, I would say it was good for moving forward in the future.
Still think women are underrepresented.
Oh,
though.
definitely. But then, to be fair, I didn't see too many ass cracks. I saw one. I pointed out to Yancey. He was like, "Oh no!" That was on Sunday. He's like, he's got banging head. Like, hey, check that out. He's like, no, why do you have to show me that ass crack?
There's always an ask.
That was a skinny one too. Like as in it was.
He
It
just
was
pull his pants down a bit.
yeah, it was just like, man, pull your pants up, pull your jeans up. You know what
And
I mean?
just want to shout out to all the listeners. If you ever see my ass crack at a tournament, tell me to pull my pants
tell
up.
No, don't. No,
Yeah.
listeners, don't tell them. Don't.
Send-
edit that bit out.
Send the pics into our Facebook
Yeah,
page.
for sure. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
What
Would
did
you
you
roll with
buy?
googly eyes
Before
on?
what did you buy? Did you buy
What
any
did I
stuff?
buy?
know
Well, I
you
bought the
Twisted.
rules for Twisted
Yep.
because I was really stoked on that. And I was going to buy some goats from Nick at Eureka because I'm doing scatter terrain for my modern board, right? But I went to buy my goats and he'd already packed up. I was devastated. Now I have to order goats online. So now I'm going to have a charge on my credit card that says goats.
Perfectly normal for a gamer.
But I bought some bases and some bits and bobs. Nothing exciting.
No one came home with any terrain.
I did. I got Battlefield accessories, that warehouse. I kept looking
Yeah,
at all.
and I nearly bought that.
Well, I got it because I want to try
I
it out.
was so close.
It looks cool.
But then when I heard that you got it, I was like, oh, that's one less thing.
Yeah.
If it's good,
Pretty
I'll get
excited to give it a try out. Also bought
and if
some,
they love us, they can send us some. What?
bought some Arstea dice because need more. And I got.
What do you need more dice for?
Of course you
I
need it.
don't know.
There's automatic successes. As you can say, there's an automatic success. Little star by itself.
Well, you can only roll 3 of one color at a time.
You can, but you need those automatic successes so you don't forget about it and go, there you go. Automatic success. And then roll it up and go,
You're a
and there's
fanboy.
there you go. That's what it is. I'm supporting the
Hardcore.
company that I love.
Yeah, sure.
You know, they can have my
Very
money.
cool.
All right.
Very cool.
I also bought the kids Deadshot and Rick Flag.
Yeah,
The Batman
cool.
Miniatures game.
Yeah, from Night Minis.
No, this could be controversial.
Ooh.
What?
These are resin ones?
No, these
You
were
got the
metal. So when I broke them out, and to be fair, I haven't done Deadshots. It could be just Rick. But when I made Rick up, I was surprised. Number one, that I was surprised actually at the quality. So there's a couple of things. First of all, the base is molded. Now this might be just the Suicide Squad ones. Correct me if I'm
Nah,
wrong.
it's not.
That's shit.
It's shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just did not like that at all. I just wanted to glue him up so Phoenix could paint him, and he doesn't fit on the bloody base. He's all over the shop because the rocks, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I've got to cut that out of. Is it?
Think you'd be used to cutting rocks
I
off
am.
the base, right?
But to your normal punter, you knobhead.
That was good, Muddy. Damn, we got a tactical rock joke in. Good shit.
And that reminds me, Bostria acknowledged the tactical rocks on the Hospitalers base. He said,
Is he going to fix it?
no, he just acknowledged and said, I know it's not to everyone's liking. So at least I think that's a tick
Well,
and go.
stop fucking doing tactical rocks.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe it'll be tactical junk.
How about tactical nothing?
Well, maybe, who knows? I'm just saying he acknowledged it.
Giant
it's not
dudes
like,
in power armor
it's not like-
don't need ankle
Wait
support.
up.
It's not like,
That's like G-Dub saying, yeah, we got really high prices. But it's really good
no, that's
product.
like G-Dub saying there's a skull on his base. Oh, hang on. Instead of having...
No, G-Dub embraced... you know what? Hats off to G-Dub because they not only did they embrace that, they went,
They went all-
here's a plastic container full of skulls that you can buy.
Yeah.
In case there
You can
wasn't
use it
enough.
as like put glue in your base and just
You know,
like dip them in like
it's
sand.
It's like McDonald's coming out with a healthy food choice. It's like, no.
No.
I like KFC's way of doing it, or Hungry Jack's. Fuck that. Here's
Yeah.
some extra fat shit.
Here's a burger between 2 pieces of chicken.
Yeah, they're just going, fucking
Fuck
stick
it.
your
Yeah.
lettuce.
In my opinion, I think it's great that he's acknowledged it. Now, if anything happens, I'm not sure, but at least he's acknowledged it and said, we hear this criticism. It's not like he's like, oh, there's no criticism, they're beautiful models. He's gone, I get that there's criticism. And I think in that itself
Yeah.
shows that they're big enough to go, yeah, okay, maybe we haven't done the right thing here. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, why would you say
Well, my issue with that is that they're not going to change any sculpts they've already done.
No, correct. Yeah.
So how many more months worth of tactical rocks are we going to have?
Just get your jeweler saw out. Laughing.
Or,
So why are you complaining about the Batman miniature then?
Because they're plastic bases. You got no choice. You can't get around it.
yeah, they're molded onto
Yeah.
the base.
You got no. I can't
yeah.
take my jeweler sword.
And
to
it's shit because I've got the League of Shadows minis, and same thing. There are 2 models on rooftops, which is great, but the rest are all on cobblestones.
that. Yeah. So there's that.
It's
Oh,
clashes.
they actually scenic
yeah,
bases that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Are
there's
the-
that.
Are the resin ones the same?
Dunno.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's actual model itself, which didn't fit quite right together.
Yeah, my ninjas were a fucking ball ache to put together.
Yeah, they're more finicky than what this dude would be.
Yeah, pinning, green stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a cunt.
Metal.
And then the
Yeah.
actual flashing
Bring on
itself.
plastic.
The flashing itself. There's mold lines. You know what? I was
Wow.
very for a $20 model. I was very unimpressed. In
Well,
fact,
yeah, that's the
more,
other thing.
probably
It's
22.
it's the price tag as well.
Mm.
You're
It's bigger
paying-
than Infinity. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's 35 mil. It's
It's a bit bigger, but I was like, hang on a second. You're paying towards the top end of what you want to pay for not G-Dub prices, granted. You're like, ooh, it's got all these little things with it. I'm like, ugh. If I loved the game, you probably wouldn't give a shit. But for me, I was just like, it just took me by surprise. I'm like, I've seen you see the pictures online. You're like, oh, night models are so sick. And then to get one, I'm like, it's got all these little things. I'm like, I wasn't took me by surprise.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really interested to see because they've delayed Harry Potter
Ah.
and they've
go
got
resin,
a
probably.
range sculpted, and I'm thinking that they've delayed it so they can put it in
For sure.
resin.
That's exactly the reason.
Resin the future.
And if they do that, I'll be very impressed because that was probably the only thing I was tentative about the Harry Potter models.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, mate. Alpha Bravo Charlie is probably going to go metal. After speaking to Nick. So, just putting it out there.
Well,
That means you're not going to buy it.
I'll buy those plucky ones you got.
You buy the 3D prints.
I'll get 3D prints especially for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sounds good.
They don't. When you're getting them specifically produced, just give me the thing. I'll make them up for myself.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And finally, I bought Judgment, which I mentioned earlier, I'm still waiting to arrive in the post.
I actually went to Miniature Scenery after
Ooh.
seeing their table, and I'm like, I will buy all of this stuff. And they're like, we don't sell it yet. I was like, well,
really?
fucking tell me when you do. And then I got back to my little goodie bag, and it was like there's a little voucher in there, 15% off Miniature Scenery. I was like, yes! Like, fucking
Ready to
score!
go. Has it got a date on it though?
Nah.
Oh right.
So it's a
they
one-use
literally
code.
just made it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just made it.
But
Like, it's hot off the
What's
press.
this for?
A terrain. So when we talked about the tables, there was one that was the desert buildings that they've all updated.
Ah, right.
I'm going to buy
What'd
a couple of minarets and some widgets and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So,
okay.
but yeah, apparently the table that they just built in an afternoon. They got 3 guys together and just smashed out from flat pack MDF terrain to this fully done table. And it
Painted
was
up,
just
and it looks magic
sick.
painted.
Would this stuff work good for Legion?
Yes.
Saying the desert
Yes.
buildings? Is that? I'm wondering if that's maybe one
Yep.
of the. Yeah, cool.
If you really wanted to go true to Tatooine, you'd put some domes on them, but
Yeah.
and you wouldn't use the minarets and shit like that. But yeah, you
Better
could
to
totally do it. Yeah.
A couple of domes wouldn't be too
Yeah.
hard to
Have
do.
you?
That.
Has your young fella got Battlefield, the new Battlefield game
No, he
on the
hasn't.
Xbox?
No.
Mine
Okay.
does.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the Tatooine maps on that?
No.
Like, that's so good.
All right.
As soon as I saw them, I'm like, oh man, I'd love to play Legion on that. Big Mike, if you're building a Tatooine table, invite me around.
Well, I think that board will happen, and I think Endor. Yeah, with all the forest and the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Another battle station.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd look really good.
Or Coruscant.
Coruscant, you just use your Necromunda terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Which we've still got to source. But we're waiting for you to get your Orlocks, right?
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. Yeah.
I thought you were waiting for that fella over there that...
Not anytime soon. Don't wait
He's-
for me.
He's
Don't,
got
don't,
no time. Wait
don't
up.
hold back.
He's got Infinity the game, Aristea. You've got what else is there? You got the RPG. You got an Infinity RPG that he's
yeah,
excited
sure.
about.
Yeah.
What's the other? And then he's got his busts, Infinity busts. He's done.
Yeah. And Judgment to play.
There you go. He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on my own game to make.
Oh, plus
Let's not forget
That
plus
one,
points.
yeah, don't
Oh,
forget
yeah.
ABC, yeah.
Yeah. So that's,
As well as a life, and family, and, everything that goes with it. Oh, and a job. A couple of jobs. 3 jobs, in fact. Yeah, nothing.
three jobs.
Yeah.
That thing you do behind the footy sheds doesn't count.
The cigarettes.
Yeah, you're not getting cash for it, let's be real.
I wish. Be a millionaire.
Talk it up. Yeah, so we were wrapping it up, and that was 15 minutes ago. So should we continue wrapping it up? I think.
Well, wrap
I
up.
just think,
What's your thoughts?
again, big shout
How'd
out
it go?
to Con and
And
The
Tim.
TOs.
Yeah.
TOs for Infinity
Yep.
specifically because we're involved
And
with that.
Mark as well, because
Oh shit, yeah, Mark.
we
Yep.
forgot to mention there was a narrative event
That's right.
on Friday and Saturday night. So
Yeah.
they had a completely separate to the ITS tournament, a narrative event which was
So that
incredibly in depth.
They're running a separate event
Mhm.
when you guys were out drinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
And that
So-
was fully subscribed too. There was
Yeah.
35
30
to that? Or
yeah, I think so,
something-
yep.
It was in the 30s.
What time
Yeah.
did they shut the halls up then?
Oh, you can play it
Oh,
on
it's
to
pretty
late.
late, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
'Cause what they
If
do
you
is-
were in an organised event,
Yeah.
All right.
you couldn't just, like, all the vendors area shut down.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
they still ran events right up until late, so,
Because we were leaving all our miniatures and everything.
yeah. yeah.
Tables and.
But the amount of work that Mark put into this, and the rest of them put into the narrative event was incredible.
Well, not only that, but look at the grid had nine objectives times 35 tables. So what's round numbers 350 objectives
Yep.
just to make for the games.
And
So
then at the end, it's like, take them home. Like,
Yeah,
give 'em to the
we
players.
don't
That
want
was really
them.
good. Yeah.
take them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you kicking yourself that you might not have done one of them? Like one of these narrative events?
No.
Or you're still happy
No.
that you went.
Would be too
my
much.
mind was fried on that Saturday night.
Plus, I had Foo Fighters the night before we flew down, so I was already on
Yeah.
not much sleep. And
Yep.
who are awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
The whole thing, I have to say, I guess, okay, to sum it up, whenever I've played tournaments, and maybe not so much CanCon. Well, yeah, CanCon. Every tournament I've played in, I always want sort of a bit of a break afterwards, and even maybe a little bit depressed, depressed in a good way to a certain extent. That you go, right, done and dusted, right, sort of move on, and I'm over it. I'm time to give playing Infinity a break, or time to give Wargaming a break, maybe for a week or two, and just take a rest. Sunday night, I was mad keen for more. I was mad keen for gaming in general across the board, and I think that helped having those conversations with Twisted, with Nick from Eureka, and Judgment. Just was having those chats about, this is what it's all about, and this is how you do it, and this, the bigger it opens your eyes to the bigger world of what wargaming is, rather than just your insular little system.
Yeah, it really took the blinkers off. Apart from being a consumer and a gamer,
that's
to also
hit the nail on the head. Consumer, that's it.
Yeah, being part of the creative process and
I think
other stuff as well.
Again, seeing the age group of the general wargamer drop instead of being older, it's become, in my opinion, younger. I think it's and the fact CanCon's got bigger, I left feeling really positive, really good. I'd gone down there and done what I'd wanted to do. I played hard. Come up short, but that's cool. That's the way it is. I need more practice. I need to learn more. I need to play more. If you want to be a good player, that's what you got to do. And had good conversations with lots of really good people. Saw friends I haven't seen since last year. And had good chats to them. So it was awesome.
And everyone that came up to us and said, "Oh, Power Stance Gaming's great," that just made my weekend. So if you listened and you saw us and you just said hi to me, I mean, that was also the big kick I got, was on Saturday morning when, Con came up and said, "You're from the podcast, keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic." And I was like, well, I look at the stuff that he does and the community they build. I'm like, well, keep doing what you're doing. Like, it's just so good. And I really felt connected to community.
Yeah.
The weekend. So,
I'd agree.
He hasn't had that for a while.
No.
Haven't. It's been absolutely lacking it since Death of 8th.
Yeah.
And I felt really refreshed. And I think that even helped with the hangover.
Different
because you're still connecting with people, and it's still...
Different CanCon from 2 years ago.
Very different CanCon. Yep. So, good. Bring on next year. I'm keen. And as I said, I'm definitely going 3 days next year.
Are you going to be able to make it, or are you going to go to another birthday party?
Well, it depends if I'm going to get a blowy or not.
Now that you've heard our download, would you trade it?
Oh, it's pretty good. Look, I did feel
3 minutes, mate. 3 minutes compared to
pretty good 3 minutes.
48 hours of debauchery and rolling dice.
Yeah, I did miss Mooseheads. Just drinking piss and having a laugh and carrying on.
Yeah, there's definitely a carrying on.
Yeah, pizza slices, etc.
Yeah.
I think the better is to stay in town. I think we've sorted that now.
Definitely.
Rather than what we did that
I'm almost tempted to book the unit now to make sure we're in.
I don't think I'd play 2 days.
See, I'm happy with my buy. I got everything I wanted out of it. I was happy with my 4 games, and it's the first time I actually went. I was like, I flew on down this way. And it's a system I enjoy, but I was like, you know what? This is more important. I really want to meet people and have conversations with people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah. Yeah. You know what? I'm happy.
I'm the same. Depending on how far along things have moved next year with, what we've got going in the fire. If I go down and play Malifaux on the Friday and just bum around on the next 2 days, that would also be cool for me. I can handle that.
See, I don't think you need. Look, absolutely.
Assuming Malifaux's on the Friday, you don't.
Yeah.
I think probably 2 days bumming around is probably a push. 1 day bumming around, absolutely. I think you might be twiddling your thumbs on the Sunday. That's all.
No, I'll just be staying in bed till 11 o'clock till I have to check out.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, that sounds like a really fucking good idea.
Yeah. Bacon sandwich, and then that was the other thing we bought. The guys bought. So before we flew down, right? So this is during Friday afternoon, right? So we're enjoying Sturdy Day with our families, and JT and Chad are walking around the con on the Friday.
Yeah.
And I think I text oh, could you get some bananas? And they're like, yeah, okay, all right. And then you text, could you get some Gatorade? And I'm like, oh shit, could you get me Gatorade too? Oh, by the way, could you get some milk? So we managed to get.
I actually said Gatorade and ketamine.
So with JT running around, not quite running around in his car, but going to get some stuff for us.
Get
before we
the
got there.
groceries.
Yeah, get the groceries. Yeah, so I did. Good on him. So I had some breakfast on Sunday morning. I brought my Weetabix, so I could have Sunday morning. I
You
got
should have just got the Coles delivery truck to rock up with all the kit.
That's it.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But honestly, and that's in the apartment, we could have cooked a meal in there quite comfortably.
Couple
And-
steaks.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed
Bacon
going
and
to
eggs.
PJ's. That was one
Yeah,
of the
PJ's
highlights.
good, yeah.
That the banter between all of us, and we all started cutting loose and telling stories. It's like when you get blokes together and you got 7 blokes and you're all telling stories. Bloody
One of
awesome.
the best times I had when we were down was when those idiots wanted to go to some weird
French restaurant,
Yeah, and
wasn't
we're
it?
like, fuck that. We went
Yeah.
into the bar and
Listeners,
got steak
it
sandwiches.
was a pizza joint.
It wasn't.
We
It was a
ordered
French restaurant.
a
Couldn't
pizza
read any of
from
it.
an Italian pizza joint.
Couldn't
It
read
was
any
French.
They're like, oh, fucking prosciutto. What's prosciutto? Oh my goodness.
of it. We're like, steak, thank you.
It gives a big lump of meat.
Can I just say, this
Gibbers.
is the same dude that got weirded out when there was halloumi on his grilled burger. So, I'm not super...
Steak and chips.
Anyway.
Do you want an artichoke with that?
No. And I don't
Speaking of
want
artichokes, remember, we are giving away the Toha Army.
free
painted,
army, free
ready
rolls,
to go.
crack on.
Send in a photo of yourself and a Toha in a funny situation. The link's on Facebook. It's all good. We're on iTunes. Remember, if you love what we do,
That small
back us on Patreon.
straw.
Just like Gideon Lim, DT, Josh Tid.
You're going to be the
Lucas
Red
Redshaw.
soon, buddy.
Every podcast, you've got to mention it.
I'm just going to cut that out. I'm just going to blank your mics from this point on. Muddy's on YouTube making videos. Greg's on Twitter not doing fuck all. Send us...
Did you do any tweets from CanCon?
Yes, I
You
think.
tweeted from...
You think?
You think you tweeted. what went out? What did you tweet?
No, not from Power Stance. From my own Facebook.
Oh,
Hashtag.
That's not even
Hashtag.
Twitter. Hashtag isn't Twitter.
Oh, I thought it was.
we've been over this.
Oh my goodness.
I'll have to Google it.
All right. Muddy,
Just get DT to do it.
help me out, brother.
Let's get DT on as a correspondent.
He can be our social media.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we might leave it
Speaking
there.
of which,
This is normally what I do.
Yeah,
DT wants to play. He wants to have a intro game of Infinity.
Infinity. He's on the Infinity train now.
Yeah, well, he's going to come up and
show us Ninth Age,
run
yeah.
us.
So
us
yeah,
you
we're
guys through
gonna
Ninth.
tit for tat. He's gonna show us Ninth Age. We're gonna show him Infinity.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Anything else? Can I actually?
I think we can wrap
end
it
the
up
show?
there. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, the
I think-
Aristea. We'll do it next episode.
Yeah, sorry if you were listening for Aristea. Not
Specifically
happening,
listening to that.
obviously. So we will get to that later on. Hey, it's the new format. Fucking deal with it. On that note,
Yeah.
Freestyler. Rock the microphone.
Freestyler.
Yeah, you know the song.
Yeah.
yeah. You done? All right. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast, the #1 place for tabletop gaming and hobby banter. You know you love us. See you soon.
Shake your rope.